All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Good evening, and a warm welcome to each and everyone going to joining in at MESC Red Devils NCR. This is Delvin, and today I'm joined with Avijit. With me, Avijit bhai. Good evening. Hope you're doing well.
Yes,
So
that
it's the final game of our season. Our final away game of our season. Finally, away games over, and it's a good 3 months away from not thinking about our away record, our pathetic away form, so on and so forth. We will be going on with the green strips. I think the last time we wore green, we were hammered 4-0 by Brentford. I'm not sure. We must have won it again, I guess, but
yes against
we won
Southampton.
Southampton, but then always everyone remembers the 4-0 rather than the 1-0 win. So that is what it is. Before we begin with our watch along, guys, please go ahead and do subscribe to our channel. We're close to 2,500 subscribers, and it would mean a lot if you could help us grow in our journey. So do go ahead, press the subscribe button, do press the like button as well, so that it goes along to as many United fans as possible. Also, press the bell icon so that you're notified for each and every video that we come across. So, Abhijit bhai, the team sheets are out. I think the defense is the same. It's Lindelof and Varane at the centre back pairing. It's Shaw and Van Bissaka who is centre. McTominay makes an involvement in the side. He's on the bench. He's not starting, but Sancho starts this game. Martial is the striker, and then it's Bruno, it's Anthony, it's Casemiro, it's Ericsson. I think it's the same team that played against Wolves, if I'm not wrong. So, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the lineup, on the United lineup?
Uh, I think McTominay should have started in the game because Bournemouth are actually a physical team. They have big players who have a heighted persons. If I don't know their names, but they have something in their wings and in even the midfield. They have some players who are heighted. मतलब height के बंदे हैं उनके पास तो on the contrary we should have actually used McTominay if if needed ताकि थोड़ा मतलब थोड़ा सा मतलब we can hinder them in the attack. But given the fact it is a very strong strong team, ETH always plays with the same team because he knows what he wants. And yes, I think we are good to go, and we have a high motivations now because top top four is our priority. Because if top four is not, then we cannot take
Yeah.
the players we want. And players will give everything. Players know what they are because हमने काफी अच्छा सीजन खेला है. And if you are not getting top four and if you're bottling at this time, and then the no use of you what the success you have achieved it till now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And like you said, it is a very important phase because we have to win our games. Liverpool play Aston Villa, I guess. Spurs have lost the game to Brentford 3-1 at home. So if Aston Villa do end up winning against Liverpool, Tottenham will be out of European football together. They will not be playing any European football the coming season, provided if Aston Villa win against Liverpool. So there are a lot of things, a lot of variables that have to be taken into consideration. It's a must-win game for Aston Villa as well, who are looking forward to play European football themselves. It's a must-win game for Liverpool too. And as we know, I think at this point everyone is pretty certain that Newcastle will be definitely making the Champions League after beating Brighton. That was the game that could have made a lot of a difference had Newcastle dropped points there, but they turned up with spectacular performance, and it is up to us to win all our three games, or maybe at least two out of the three games, just to be on the safe side. Uh, Bournemouth's lineup is a little different. There are a few changes in Bournemouth's lineup than the normal one. So Neto is on goal as obvious. It's a three-man defense. Lloyd Kelly, Marcus Senesi, and this is a new addition to the side. It's Ilya Zabarny, who's a Ukrainian centre back. The midfield is Lewis Cook, Lerma, Adam Smith, and Jaden Anthony. David Brooks makes his first start for Bournemouth after recovering from cancer. And it's Dominic Solanke and Ryan Christie who complete the lineup for Bournemouth.
Yes.
So, uh, Avijit bhai, I've had a conversation with quite a few fans. They believe that Bournemouth still need 1 point to avoid relegation. I don't think so. I think Bournemouth have more or less secured their spot in the Premier League. They will not be relegated in any possible way, despite of losing this game. So, do you think that? I think this was a similar situation with Wolves. Also, they knew they were safe, so they didn't really bother to go beyond second gear against us. There were a few moments where they picked and chose that they were the attacking side or the better side in that particular period. But apart from that, we did not see much of Wolves to suggest that they actually wanted to win the game. Do you think that Bournemouth also, with knowledge that they are more or less safe and nothing, except if any one of the other teams wins by what 10, 12 goals, then they will be in trouble? So, do you think that Bournemouth thinking that they are already on the holidays is an advantage for us so that we get to win?
See, it will be a funny fact to see in this all the season. Whenever Manchester United plays with any opposition, the opposition is always high on motivation. They think that they can beat Manchester United. It's been a since a while that there is a pattern that whenever we play in away turf, especially after OGS, the way our record is damn bad of us in this season. Always the opposition are always on on the verge of that. They dominate us. You look at every, you say Brentford, say you say Southampton, every team becomes prime Real Madrid or prime Barcelona. Like so. So it's Bournemouth can spoil our party. They are the team. They can do something just like how Leicester done. I think no Leicester, no Everton did spoil of Brighton's European competition. Just how they won that 5-1. So same it can happen. So I'm not expecting that it could happen to us, but they could challenge us because the striker, the Solanke and Christie, you mentioned, they
Yep.
are very very dominant in the box. So we have to step up in this area and stop their attack. And I nonetheless I think nothing that most threat, because even their manager has said that we will give 100% to give a competition. So I would say they will sit back. If they get a chance, as know that they sit back and when they take the chances, they will take the chance and hit over in a counter in counter. And I don't see so much threat, but it will be a easy win for United, I would say.
All right. We're not. I'm not doing any predictions, especially after the horror show we had against West Ham, where we all put our chests out and predicted that we will not lose the game in any circumstances. But that is exactly what happened in that game. We all of them were so confident that we were going to win, and I'm not going to have any predictions right now because I don't. I'm still a little on the fence. Let's see what happens and let's see how it pans out. I hope we win the game. I genuinely do. Because nothing less than 3 points is going to make it from here on. Like it is that point of the season where you cannot have a slip up. You have to be at your best. And once again, we'll be playing this game without Rashford, who's apparently ill and misses out this game. I hope we see him at the Chelsea game though. So let's hope that Rashford gets well soon and joins the team back for the Chelsea game. So
Yes.
again, Harry Kane scoring in a loss. Surely you believe that he has this. He has at least this much amount of common sense that he should ask for a move away from Spurs now. I mean, in a team which is not supplying him at all, not creating chances at all, which have been a mess in its own right, Harry Kane has scored 28 Premier League goals. I think it might be 29. I'm not sure the exact number, but it is either 28 or 29 Premier League goals. If not for Haaland, this would have been a historic season any other time. So, do you that maybe it's the time that Harry Kane prefers a move? Oh wait, Kushagra says that Luke Shaw is out with injury and Ten Hag is preparing Malasia to start the game. Not sure how true that is, but yeah. What are your thoughts on the Harry Kane situation, Avijit Bhai?
Harry Kane, मतलब ऐसा है कि भाई वफादारी भी एक चीज होती है कि भाई कितने देर तक कितनी टाइम तक करनी चाहिए, वो ठीक है. ही इज क्लब देयर क्लब लेजेंड, आई वुड से. नॉट एन उसने काफी मतलब अचीव किया. ही इज ऑल डन एवरीथिंग, बट लुकिंग Harry Kane, he should have moved past when Poch was, when Poch was sacked. तभी उसको मतलब ये हाँ भाई, जोसे मोरिनो आया था, but he could have, made something. But the way they, the environment, the way their, management works, I think it is very pathetic. That because you have a world class player, and you can't build a team around him, and even if you have built it, but you can't back it properly, then what's the use of you? They built a 1 billion stadium, they built the world class facilities for it, and you are not unable to, achieve anything. You can't win a single domestic trophy, then what's the use? And you have some world class player, you say, so you have a Son, I think, you have Harry Kane, even you have Kulusevski, who's been a very phenomenal player in the right. So there are some players who can, be at a, you can't, मतलब उनका यूटिलाइजेशन अच्छी तरह से यूज नहीं किया गया है. You can't, the manager is the problem, and the management is the problem. The same what we inherit here in Manchester United. But looking at Harry Kane's, mentality, you know मुझे ऐसा, इस माय ओपिनियन, ही थिंक्स ऑफ अ सेल्फिश प्लेयर. आई सेंस इट. मतलब क्योंकि अगर उसको चाहिए था, मतलब लास्ट टाइम जब सिटी वेर गोइंग फॉर, राउट फॉर हिम, मतलब 150 मिलियन भी पे करना चाहते थे, बट ही इवन स्टॉप ट्रेनिंग एवरीथिंग, बट ही डिडंट मूव. मतलब क्या क्या रहेगा था भाई. सिटी जैसा टीम, मतलब लाइक अ रियल मैड्रिड टीम, मतलब ऐसा ऐसा क्लब है वो. देयर प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर है, एंड पेप जैसा मैनेजर, एंड यू आर सेइंग नो, एंड यू आर नॉट फोर्सिंग अ क्लब टू मूव ऑन. देन व्हाट इज पैथेटिक इट, मतलब कहीं भाई, इट्स नो ब्रेनर. कोई भी होता तो मतलब भाई छोड़ के चला जाता भाई. कुछ हो जाए तो ही योर थॉट ऑफ कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स, बट ही हैज, मतलब वो छोड़ के चला जाता. बट द वे ही, सेटल्ड इन देयर, मतलब ही वांट टू अचीव इट. मतलब बड़ी बड़ी बातें फेंकता है भाई हवा में. कोई मतलब कोई कोई विजन नहीं है, कोई मतलब ये नहीं है. ओनर्स तो मतलब वो तो मतलब पैथेटिक है, वो बात ही अलग है. बट हैरी केन को मतलब ही शुड मूव ऑन. मतलब बस अभी वफादारी भी एक चीज, मतलब एक लिमिट तक करनी है, उसके बाद है. इफ ही कम्स टू मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड, इट्स अ गुड, but a 30-year-old striker do we need? Okay, we have a goals for him. What if he fails? ये भी एक क्वेश्चन है दिल भाई. What if he
But
fails?
I understand. What if he fails? But I think he has a pretty set objective in mind. And the reason why believe that if he joins United, he won't fail is because that he wants to win trophies at this point of his career. Like at 30 years old, the only thing win if you the only thing that you won is an Audi Cup, then it's not something worth talking about or anything like that. And he also wants to become the Premier League's record goal scorer, which to be honest, is not far off from Alan Shearer. So I think he'd not fail, but let's see how it goes. So it is
But
true actually, Abhijit Bhai, that multiple sources on Twitter have confirmed it that Eric Ten Hag is preparing Malasia to start. The United stand, United exclusive, so on and so forth, have gone ahead and echoed what Kushagra has put on the chat. So it is a problem. It could be a problem. Let's see how that. What is the exact issue or what it is? But yeah. So again, Liverpool also play at the same time that we play. So it is going to be very very interesting. I think one eye is definitely going to be on that Liverpool game for me for sure. I'm going to keep tabs on. Let's see how that is. How that pans out. I hope Aston Villa do us a favor and make it a good evening for us and for them as well, for Aston Villa as well. So let's see. Abhijit, what do you think? Do you think that we should end this game right in the first half itself, provided if we do have the better of the ball, the better of the chances?
yes, definitely. Uh, we have to finish it the first half only, uh, because if you depend on the second half, it will be a pressure on you. uh, it will, मतलब एक सर पे बोझ ही रहेगा वो एक, मतलब if we don't score, we have to be very clinical. Because in the Wolves game, because we have seen so much, chances. I think we could have won 4 or 5 nil for in the Wolves games. एंटनी ने जो मतलब पासिस नहीं दिए या फिर कोई कोई मतलब मार्शल हगा है भाई, क्या भाई बोलना बोलना मतलब इट्स बीन अ वेरी विन, मतलब गाली गाली आते हैं लेकिन देने देने पे नहीं कर सकते इतना इतना मतलब हगना भाई, क्या क्या ही कर रहा है। बट एक अच्छा है कि भाई one thing that's good is that we are building a good, build a good attack, but we can't finish in a clinical way. Marshall sometimes fumbles, so sometimes Anthony fumbles, sometimes Bruno fumbles. So we have to be very clinical. If we get the chance, score it. जो वेट करते हैं ना भाई कि भाई यहाँ स्कोर कर दूं वहाँ स्कोर कर दूं, नो, शूट इट भाई, शूट इट, मतलब जो क्राउड मतलब करता था ना कि भाई शूट इट बोलता था भाई, समवन हैज टू अर्ज द प्लेयर टू शूट इट, मतलब इतना इतना डेस्परेट है कि भाई क्या बोले, अभी फैंस को बोल के कुछ नहीं बोल सकते।
या शूटिंग का तो प्रॉब्लम बहुत टाइम से रहा है। हम लोग ने बहुत शूटिंग छोड़ो, हम टारगेट पे शॉट नहीं लेते। शूटिंग क्या ही प्रॉब्लम हो सकते। सो इट इज बीन अ प्रीटी स्टॉप स्टार्ट सीजन व्हेन इट कम्स टू टेकिंग आवर चांसेस, सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ। आई थिंक इट वुड बी बेटर दैट वी टेक द गेम एज इट इज, मेक श्योर दैट वी डू नॉट इंसर्ट अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर ऑन आवरसेल्व्स, because I think from here the points table is pretty simple. Liverpool 36-65, United 35-66. Any points drop today, which means that Liverpool will only have what, 4 points if they win. If they win their next game, provided they drop points here, that would take them to 70. If we win today, would be 69. So even 2 draws for us from there would be enough. But
Enough.
but again, today's game is a win is of the utmost priority, of the most importance. Whatever happens in the Villa game is something that we can only look and hope. It is not in our hands, but we have to control what is in our hands, and that is get 3 points from here. It is going to be a tricky proposition. Bournemouth have at home have been good in the recent games. They managed to beat Liverpool at home there. They've got some really good results at home. So, and also the manager has been doing a pretty good job for them. They were expected to be relegated, but they weren't. So that's how it is. Let's see how it
Klopp,
goes.
Klopp is banned for two touchline ban, no?
Yeah, so yeah, that's another factor that we're taking into consideration, that Klopp isn't going to be on the touchline. So yeah, hopefully that works in our favor. Let's see how it is. With that being said,
Even Milner's last game, I think you for Liverpool shirt, I think Liverpool.
I think this this their last
Ah,
home game.
in home game, last home game,
This this
I
is
think.
their last
Yes,
home game, right?
yes,
Let,
Milner's.
let's let's have a look. Yep, this is their last home game. They play Southampton away in
Yes.
on the last day of the season. So yeah, a lot of their players are going to get good send offs. Firmino is going to be one. Milner is going to be one. Oxlade Chamberlain is going to get one. So there are quite a few players that they're letting go. Milner's already got a new club. He's going to be playing for Brighton next season onwards. So let's see how that pans out. And the players all set to walk in. Yeah, I feel very weird with United in the green. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this jersey. Not because of the result and all. Just looks weird. Just looks weird. I mean, yeah, man. I just can't. I just can't. It looks pretty weird.
हम
Like,
हमने तीन ही बार only three times we have won that jersey, no?
yeah,
Three
yeah,
times.
yeah. There is a reason
Today,
why we've won it so less. It's because it sucks. It's very, it hits your eyes. It hits your eyes in the worst possible way. I'm genuine, and yeah, I find Anthony looking so weird in the jersey. Like it's not a good jersey,
Joker,
man. Like it's just so damn weird. Oh. So Rohan Mandal, welcome to the stream. Rohan Mandal says that his prediction for the game is 3-0 United. Yeah, I think it's that point where we might as well take predictions. So Abhijit bhai, what do you think? What is your prediction for the game?
I would say United win, but I won't. I will only predict United
Yeah.
win.
All
No
right.
score would be.
Yep. Yeah. We keep that to ourselves. We keep that to ourselves. Yeah. I feel the same. I feel the same. So let's just keep it at that, and let's hope that we start well. Okay, they're playing four at the back. So the Premier League lineup was formation wise incorrect. They're playing 4-2-3-1. Bournemouth. Christie's starting. So Christie is the number 10. Brooks, Anthony on the wings. Solanke as the number 9. They have some really good options on the bench with Dango Otara, then Kiefer Moore if they want height when they require it. So
Hmm.
Kiefer Moore has been decent option for them, but like he hasn't played for quite a while. We have Vegas, we have Pelistri, we have McTominay, we have Garnacho, Fred, Malasia. Oh, so Shaw does play, contrary to reports. So Shaw is starting. Apparently the injury is not serious enough for him to set out. So that's a good boost. Let's
Good.
let's hope let's hope that this injury does not haunt him in any sort of way. I hope it
Yes.
doesn't resurface because there's always a chance that an injury resurfaces when you're playing. Let's just hope that it's not the case and that he plays without any hassle. Because we do not want anyone to get injured, especially at this point of the season where we also have the FA Cup final to play.
Yes.
So yeah, so it's the same formation from both the sides. It's a 4-2-3-1 either way. Uh,
Hmm.
so that's something that yeah. So we're very close to kickoff. 2 minutes more. I just hope that we don't make any mistakes. Not telling any player in particular, but I just hope that there are no errors, there are no mistakes, because Bournemouth are a side who do punish you for your mistakes. They do, and credit to them, man. Like for the way that they have managed to keep themselves away from the relegation, despite losing 9-0 in just the third game of the season. So
Yeah,
that's
in
a
fact,
huge.
we don't give the chance for a counter. Counter देंगे तो ये भाई भागेंगे. That Brooks and Anthony, they are very very lethal players.
But Brooks, once again, this is his first start
No,
in
Brooks, no, sorry.
almost Solanke.
Solanke. Solanke and Anthony, they are very very
Yeah,
fast.
I remember United were linked for a move with David Brooks when quite a while ago, before he was actually diagnosed with the illness and so on and so forth. But
21 के लिए
to
ना.
he's not young. He's not that young anymore. But I genuinely feel very happy that Brooks is starting a game. He was suffering from blood cancer also, so you need to understand that it's a massive illness. Coming out from it is a testament in itself, and really happy. These are the type of stories that make football such a beautiful sport at the end. So and the kickoff's taken place, United attacking from right to left, Bournemouth from left to right. uh, Dude, you see, this is what I'm talking about. The jersey, it feels like we are not there. We have camouflaged with the grass. It's just the shoes. It's just the shoes that are making me feel that we're actually playing. We
Chameleon. It's
we've
like a chameleon.
yeah, we've literally talk about adjusting to the surroundings. We have become part of the surroundings from the first 30 seconds itself. It's man, they better not have an away jersey like this next season. Like a third kit, not even an away jersey, a third kit. Like
भाई
it's
हरा
so
हरा रंग नहीं चाहिए.
नहीं यार,
No no no
एटलीस्ट
no.
इफ अगर अगर डार्कर शेड भी रहेगा तो चलेगा. ये तो लिटरली ग्रास वाला शेड ही है, समझता ही नहीं. एंड on the off chance if a player does wear green shoes as well, that's a problem in itself.
Yes.
You literally have to make out from the knees because the socks also are green. Like oh god, it's so weird, man. No, no.
Oh. अरे.
Bournemouth don't look like they're on the holidays. Pretty good start from them.
Hmm. So watching on Hotstar or Star
No, I'm
Sports?
watching. I'm watching on live TV. Uh,
Hmm.
so I might be a little ahead of you if you're watching on Hotstar. You are.
Yes.
You're watching on Hotstar, right? All right. I and Antriksh had the same problem last week also, where I and he were watching the Wolves game on different platforms. I was watching on TV again, and he was watching on Hotstar, and he had a huge case of FOMO whenever I was talking 30 seconds ahead of him. So I'll make sure that I don't say anything
Yes.
this time. But I mean, if we do concede, I'm definitely not going to say anything in advance anyway. But yeah, United, we win the ball from Bournemouth in our defensive third, but okay, taking him back. So, Avijit bhai, there are a lot of discussions talking about United trying to raise money because of our FFP situation. I mean, we won't be able to spend a lot of our own money, so we'll have to make money from sales. And there are talks that a lot of players will be sold. Do you think Lindelof should be the one? Because I genuinely believe that if we are taking both our centre backs into consideration, the backup ones at least, that is Harry Maguire and Lindelof. I think Lindelof is the defender that is better suited to Ten Hag's system. He's very adaptive also, can play different positions, and he's a much better defender if he's taken out of that pairing with Maguire. So, what are your thoughts on this? Because I've seen quite a few amount of people chattering about they would prefer Lindelof to be given the boot, while there are some who say both Maguire and Lindelof should be sold. That is a different problem in its own. But do you think Lindelof should be sold at this point?
See, one of the best trait of Lindelof is he's very calm and composed there
Correct.
in the
Yeah.
defense. Yes, so even if there is a pressure created on him, he doesn't get fumbled. He actually try to pass it on, or tackles it, and takes the ball up front, and he switches the ball. So I might, if we have a, if the takeover happens and we have a successful, happens it, and we have a decent budget, then definitely we can, move on. If ETS thinks that we might need a new players who are fresh and hungry to, it's not about ability, but if we have a budget, then definitely. If not, then we can, add, but I think, next season we can sell him. So
Rather useless shot from Casemiro from a huge distance. Uh, there wasn't any. He could have passed. He could have made a better move, but decided to take the shot with nowhere near the target at all. That's the first shot of the game. First shot of the game, by the way. Uh, I don't think you've reached there. So yeah, I might be talking to thin air at this point in time. But yeah,
do you
again,
see Sancho is looking a little slimmer, I think, thoda थोड़ा
it
पतला
it
दिख
could
रहा है.
it could be the jersey also. It
नहीं
could
यार,
be
नहीं, हाँ, वे भी हाँ, because हाफ
it
स्लीव है,
could
हाफ स्लीव है.
it could be the jersey too. But then see,
नहीं,
losing weight and all doesn't make a lot of difference यार. आप मोटे भी हो के अगर आप गेम में इनपुट दे रहे हो तो फिर कोई आपको बोलेगा नहीं कि आप मोटे हो. Like, let's take Shaw for example. The only reason they were calling him fat was because he was not having the best of seasons and he was not playing well. But now also he's not lost that much of weight, Luke Shaw. But
नहीं नहीं भाई,
not he has no no no. Don't get me wrong. He has lost
नहीं,
weight. I'm not saying
हाँ,
that he's not lost weight. He has lost, but he still doesn't look that lean presence like say a Rashford or like say Dalo for example, who's our other fullback. So he has lost weight, but then he's still that healthy kind of player. But no one is going to call him that now because of the great season that he's having. So my point is, अगर आप मोटे भी हो थोड़े, आप थोड़े आउट ऑफ शेप भी हो, अगर आप इनपुट दे रहे हो गेम इन गेम आउट, तो आपको कोई कुछ बोलेगा नहीं. वही बात है यार. लाइक you need to keep playing well at the end of the day. So that is what I feel. But
नहीं,
yeah, I mean, now that I'm seeing, Sancho does look that little bit leaner, whether it's the
हाँ,
jersey or no. But yeah, he does. He
उसके
does look.
चेहरे से पता चलता है कि he's just having
Ah,
lean, because
yes. Yeah. Now,
उसकी
now I
cheek,
see.
उसकी
Now I
cheek,
seen it.
हाँ.
Now I seen it up close. Yeah. Now I seen it up close. Yeah. Yeah. I see where it comes from.
अरे
And we're doing well. We're keeping the ball nicely. But I think that could be Bournemouth's plan also. because they have all 10 men behind, so they might be playing off over the counter. Oh, nice
भाई
ball.
लॉन्ग बॉल दिया तो डायरेक्टली भाई उनका फिजिकली ये कर देगा. लुक शॉ इज डिसेंट बट
Luke Shaw
ये
is coming. Luke Shaw has been very advanced in the little
एडवांस.
time that I've seen. Yeah. So I think we are going for an aggressive approach. If just looking by the position of our fullbacks, because even Aaron Wan-Bissaka is significantly higher than he normally
Hmm.
plays. Normally plays. So surprising, especially considering that Aaron is playing so high up the field. I'm not surprised when Luke Shaw plays this high up the field. But Aaron playing this high is a surprise.
नहीं, if first half of a season is it's Dalot, then second half it's Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
No, but I think the only reason why Aaron got his chances is because Dalot was injured also. Because
Yes.
post the World Cup break, Dalot did start as the fullback. He got injured in that game against Charlton. He
The
did
main
get
main
injured.
thing the main thing he was about his progress is
Oh, he
because he
scored!
started the.
It's Casemiro!
Wait, I want to be celebrated too.
That's a brilliant goal, by the way. That's a brilliant goal. That's a beautiful finish and an equally better ball. That's a great start, man. Just what we needed within the first 10 minutes. United have scored, and the 7-up Manchester Reds are up ahead because of the green color. Oh, I'm sorry, not 7-up. Sorry. Mountain Dew. I'm not going to say 7-up because the number 7 go bad. Yeah, he's not offside at all, and that's a brilliant finish. Man. That's a lovely finish. Beautiful ball by Ericsson.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a
Sorry,
beautiful finish.
by that ball on a volley. Wow.
Yeah,
Bhai.
chef's kiss. I mean, and it's right in front of Neto, so Neto also can't do anything if Casemiro gets even a little bit of genuine contact on that.
Right into the left corner.
Yeah, but
No
off
chance.
balance, that's a great shot.
Great
I didn't
shot.
expect. Yeah, I didn't expect. So Casemiro scored both times against Bournemouth. Now he scored at home as well, and now he scored away too. So it's 1-0 within the first 10 minutes. Great start, Abhijit Bhai. I think from here we need to carry on from here. I think
Just
at
need
this point
another goal.
I think at
Just
this
need
point
another
we
goal.
might as well go to score as many goals as we can, because it is that kind of game, where Bournemouth can be had at now, especially considering that they will
No,
have to
see,
they will have
this
to
is the.
open up a bit. So they will
Huh.
have to abandon that counter-attacking strategy for a while, at least for a while, because
Yes.
it is 1-0 within the first 10 minutes. You cannot sit back now, at least. So I think that gives us a lot of chances. They will be open. So I think this is the right time, where we could score maybe another one at least.
So this is the what I was expecting from a team because we need a smartness. मतलब उलझा के रखो and
सही बोल रहे हैं, हाँ.
you don't know what you are expecting from opponent. मतलब ऐसा करके गोल मार दो. This is
Correct.
this is what we lack already because मतलब पता नहीं अभी एरिक्सन ने क्या खाना खाया आज लेकिन बट
नहीं,
ठीक है भाई.
एरिक्सन का तो ये प्रथा है ना. फर्स्ट 45 मिनट्स बढ़िया खेल लेता है, सेकंड 45 मिनट्स में वो फुल एकदम 50 साल का अंकल हो जाता है, एकदम फुल फुल नगर सेवक कप खेलने वाला आदमी बन जाता है सेकंड हाफ में. तो एकदम फुल फुल फुल
नहीं
मामा
यार.
जैसा, फुल अपने अपने मुंबई में बोलते हैं ना, मुंबई महाराष्ट्र में मामा जैसा खेलता है एकदम फुल. सेकंड हाफ वैसे ही खेलता है एरिक्सन.
Did you notice that first we have to play मतलब हमारा शेप अभी बैक से टू रहता था अभी 3 कर दिया है. मतलब डेविड डेयर को मतलब अब उन्होंने एक्सक्लूड ही कर दिया है.
हाँ, but I think for now it has been good. I think the problem with us is हम जितना ज्यादा डीडीजी को बॉल देंगे उतना ज्यादा अननोइंगली प्रेशर हम पे आता है. Because De Gea, see, right now I believe I'm on the fence on the De Gea situation. I don't exactly want him out, but I do know that he's not going to be the keeper who's going to be our number one for the start of the season. So that is where I stand. So with that being said, you give him the confidence he needs to be that number 2. If at all we do go end up buying a new goalkeeper in the summer, provided what the takeover situation is or what the issue with our finances are. whatever the situation is. If we are actually going for a number one keeper, if he's the backup, I don't mind. We need to have a great backup. I don't see any other Premier League side, let alone Premier League side. I don't see any other big six side have a goalkeeper who's as qualified to be a backup as De Gea. There is none better a backup that you could ask for.
Yes.
So in that regards, I don't have a problem with De Gea staying, but there are reports coming on that he hasn't accepted the new contract. So let's see how that pans out. But if he stays on, I don't have a problem until and unless we have a great quality number one coming in.
Do you see Henderson as a number one?
See, that depends on the conversation that he has with the manager, because I genuinely believe that had he stayed or had he had a conversation with the manager also before leaving, then I think he would have been the number one. That is what I feel. There are a lot of variables that come into play. But had he waited until the new manager coming in, if he had had a conversation and if then there was a solution, he should have stayed. But then he did not even bother talking to the manager. He decided that he's going come what may. So then I think for that reason, Ten Hag was right to let him go out, and I think it'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see what the issue is. We'll have to wait and see what the conversation that Henderson has with the manager, whether it goes well, whether it does not. But if it does not go well, I genuinely believe that maybe look for another goalkeeper. Henderson could easily get us a good amount of money. Could
Ah,
easily, because he's an English player first. Uh,
yes.
we could either use him as a swap option when it comes to to getting Harry Kane. We could use him, but on an
Hmm.
individual level also, he could easily cost anywhere between 30 to 35 million. Not to forget,
Yes.
he's an academy player. Not to forget, he's an academy player. So whatever money we make is a profit,
Yes.
because we haven't invested anything on him because he's our academy graduate.
But when you compare both the stats of Henderson and uh, David De Gea, Henderson is more, more reliable. I wouldn't say.
See,
Okay,
as
about
far
the play.
as as far as command of the box is concerned, yes, definitely Henderson has much better command over the box. Henderson can't save with his feet, something that De Gea does brilliantly. The saves with his feet. I'm not talking of playing out from the back. Saves with his feet. Henderson not that good. There have been various instances in Nottingham Forest that he has made mistakes in possession also, an area which we actually thought that Henderson was good at. So there were a lot of mistakes. There were a lot of mistakes in positioning also. So he's not exactly a keeper where he's the finished product per se, but he's a good keeper. He's had a brilliant record from penalties though. He saved penalties this season.
Hmm.
I think he saved Mo Salah's penalty if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he saved Mo Salah's penalties. Also saved Harry Kane's penalty.
Yes.
These guys are two of the most reliable penalty shooters in the Premier League. So saving their penalties is a huge, huge deal. So he's a good keeper. If we want to sell him, then yeah, we could get a very good amount of money for him, and whatever we make is a profit at that point. So I don't mind if we've already had two official announcements that Wanzebi and Jones are going out. So with Jones going out, that's 150,000 per week off the wage bill. So that also
Yes.
gives us a little bit more of a flexibility as far as the salary cap is concerned. So that's 150 a week off the wage bill. Whatever money Tuanzebe was on, Tuanzebe's money also goes off the wage bill. Because we have to make moves not only taking our takeover situation into mind, but we also need to make moves based on the FFP sanctions that could happen on us. Let's not forget we are in the eyes of the FFP watch as well. So whatever, it's a good start with Jones and Tuanzebe going out from a wage bill perspective. I don't think we could have made any sort of
Hmm.
money on them, whether or not we were if we had to sell them. I don't believe we could have made any sort of money on them. But the rest of the players, I do see a lot of players who could make good money for us. Henderson, Martial looking good, shot blocked. We have Henderson who could make good money for us. Provide Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, yes, he could make us good 30 million again. Uh, I'm saying this with a very heavy heart, but I do believe that it could be maybe that even Van Bissaka could be sold. I am I don't I feel very bad when I'm saying this, but yeah, there is a realistic possibility in the summer that I do see Van Bissaka being sold. And with the season he's had, I definitely believe that we could easily again get another 35, 40. because of the season that he's had. Because let's be honest, Van Bissaka has had a brilliant season so in the games that he's played. You think that we'll be selling him or no? I do think that if it comes to if
See,
it comes to choose between Dalo and Van Bissaka, then I do think Van Bissaka would be the one. But then
if you look at as a modern day fullback, then definitely Dalot, excel in that position. But you want a proper right back, you want to defend, then definitely it's AWB. It, no, AW has really improved. That game against City was the peak
yeah,
of
was
his
brilliant. He's been brilliant
was
in
very
quite a few
brilliant.
games though. He was brilliant in quite a
No,
few games though.
that that tiki taka he done with Sancho
That was
in that game
against.
was
That was not the City game.
no
That
no
was the
no. I
Leicester
think
game.
it was
That was
Leicester
against
City.
Leicester. That was
Yeah.
Leicester. That was Leicester. Yeah.
No, no. Even in the City game, he nutmegged. I think
He
Grealish.
oh! Van Bissaka took a shot in the penalty area and his shot got blocked.
Talk
Imagine,
of the devil and his
and he took a shot with his left foot.
whoa.
He nutmegged Rodri and he not nutmegged.
Huh. Grealish.
There was
Grealish. I think.
no. It wasn't Grealish. No. It was Bernardo. It was Bernardo.
Ah.
Yeah,
No,
it was
Bernardo did
Bernardo.
not play in that position.
He was there because it was United who had the ball. He was playing on a defensive time. So
You
Bernardo came for
that.
help side.
Ah. By
Did you see it? Did you see it?
yes. I
Yeah, you
did
did,
saw
right?
now.
Yeah.
थोड़ा सा अगर थोड़ा सा राइट हो जाता तो इट कुड हैव बीन
तो शॉट लिया बड़ी बात है भाई नहीं तो शॉट नहीं लेता है पता
system. No, what I see in the United in this season is system तो implement हुआ है, but उसका
See, there is a system,
result नहीं आ रहा है थोड़ा.
but this is something what Mojo sir has been saying for a long time. We have players of multiple managers still in the side. We have Van Gaal signings, we have Mourinho signings, we have Ole signings, and now we have Ten Hag signings. So Ten Hag is basically playing with a team of the last 3 managers before him and his team
Yeah.
also. So obviously there will be time to implement his system. There will be time. There is a system. He wants to play out from the back. That is not a
Yes.
surprise. That is something that everyone has understood by now. He
And
wants to play out from the back. He wants his goalkeeper to be more proactive with the ball at his feet. He
yes,
wants
yes,
to have his fullbacks keep the width, be a more higher up the pitch. He does not want to do a lot of defending with the United side, which is something that he's still not using because of the players that are available to him are not exactly up to the standard that he wants. So
no,
with in that perspective,
even in the players, what I see that they have adapted to the system very much
very well,
quickly,
very well,
very
quickly.
well, and
Yes.
quickly and even because
Okay, Ericsson. That's why. That's why. Okay, good move. Ericsson took a shot from the left foot, not anywhere near target, so not troublesome. Yeah, you were saying?
yes, see, they have adapted very quickly, and you look, see, what the last season we were seeing that we were talking about the mentality. That mentality has imprinted in their mind what should be needed and what at what time what actions to be needed to be done, and they have done that in a good manner. So just we are no just away from in a successful season. Next time we can we can I see if we are successfully qualified for Champions League, I would not be surprised if we reach till quarterfinals. It's a very big thing because we are top four is a priority, we know, but I see winning FA Cup next season if we do this time also. But
Yeah.
City are very
They're sensational, man. They're sensational. Okay, Anthony is down. Anthony is down. Ooh, that's bad. He's landed very awkwardly. He's landed very awkwardly. Oh, fuck, that's bad. That is bad. Is it? I don't know what's the problem here. Is it? Believe me. That looked
nah.
awkward. That looked awkward. But okay. So they're not exactly checking his knee. They're looking at his midriff. They're looking at
Ah,
his
he had
abdominal
more.
area. So I thought it was worse because of the way he landed. I thought it was the left knee, but
कोपरा मारलाय
thankfully
कोपरा
it's not. Ha ha.
कोपराच मारलाय.
Yeah, he's just gassed. He's just gassed. So rest of the games are still goalless. Abhijit by Liverpool, Aston Villa goalless 22 minutes. Wolves, Everton goalless 22 minutes. Fulham Palace also goalless 21 minutes. So I think at this point so far it's huh?
I was हाँ yesterday भी देख रहा था और आज भी देखा मैंने कि लिवरपूल फैंस आर सो डेस्परेट टू लूज मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड भाई. एक दो स्ट्रीम भी मैंने देखा. दे आर वेरी डेस्परेट टू वांट मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड टू लूज दिस गेम.
Obviously,
बोर्नमथ.
because if we lose, they come above us, right?
हाँ. मतलब वो मतलब ऐसे मतलब रो रहे हैं कि भाई बोर्नमथ कुछ कर दे. 9-0 7-0
ये
दे आर प्रेडिक्टिंग दे.
हाँ, ये तो वही बात हुई ना कि गधे को बाप बनाना पड़ता है. ये वही बात है. ये वही बात है. जी तो फॉर
आई
एग्जैक्टली फॉर
आई वाज एंजॉयिंग मतलब काफी एंजॉय कर रहा था भाई. क्या मतलब इतना रो रहे थे वो. एंड दे वर लिटरली सिंगिंग द सॉन्ग ऑफ यूरोपियन लीग सॉन्ग.
wait a second. No, 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 no. Villa missed a penalty versus Liverpool.
छी
Aston
छी
Villa
छी
missed
छी.
a for God's sake.
ये गुड इवनिंग का
This
गुड मॉर्निंग हो गया.
यार ये गुड इवनिंग तो हमको बैड इवनिंग बना देगा यार. क्या यार, यू हैड अ पेनल्टी अगेंस्ट लिवरपूल एट एनफील्ड. हाउ हैव यू मिस्ड इट? दे विल नॉट गिव यू चांसेस लाइक दिस अगेन.
नहीं
how
नहीं नहीं
how
नहीं.
stupid, how dumb. For fuck's sake. I have to
ये तो
I think
दिस इज द
I
सेम
have to
थिंग दैट
see.
हैपेंड व्हेन लीड्स वर्सेस न्यूकासल हैपेंड. Bamford,
I
missing that.
It was Watkins who missed the penalty. Oh my god, that's a horrible penalty. It wasn't even on target. It wasn't even on target. And even if it had been on target, Allison would have saved it because it was a very shit penalty. It was on the ground, barely any power on it. Oh god, that was a horror, 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 horror.
उनका उनका पेनल्टी मैगिन लेता है ना.
But आज Watkins लिया है because of the. I think only no. I think it's Watkins who's their designated penalty taker. That's great.
My,
That's a good press. That's a good press by Villa. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be watching the United game.
नहीं यार वो that is also an important game. But
Yeah.
लिवरपूल वाले देख रहे होंगे स्टेडियम में that 3-2 ऐसा.
They do have the ticker. They do have the ticker. The United Liverpool fans will definitely have one eye on the United game, just like we have one eye on the Liverpool game also. So it is going to be a very interesting 90 minutes because if if Liverpool do end up winning this game, it will all come back to that penalty which he missed.
Yes,
It's
yes.
definitely going to come down to that. Absolutely. See, if Aston Villa draw over here, I don't mind. A draw is good for us. As long as Liverpool don't pick up all the 3 points, a draw is very good for us.
Yes.
But anything but a Liverpool win is a great result for us. But a Liverpool win is going to make sure that we have to still play 2 games, like treat it like it's a final again. I don't want that to happen. I just want that, at least one game where we play with, like, where Ten gives a chance to all the kids, like give academy players a move. Casemiro, no, okay.
भाई जिदान इकबाल खेलना चाहिए भाई.
He's on.
I have
Is
wished.
he on loan or he's
नहीं
still
नहीं है
in the
ना भाई.
side? Hai na? Okay.
हाँ है. But he's
Oh yeah,
not.
it was Charlie Savage who went on loan, correct?
Yeah, went
Charlie
on loan.
Savage went on loan. Yeah.
I just want to ask one question. अमर देओल का लोन का स्पेल कब खत्म होता है? On the May
He's
30
done.
or
He's done. उनका सीजन खत्म हो गया. तो अमर
we can
basically
integrate. We
comes.
can integrate.
No, as per contract rules, no. But his
No.
his season is done. So
Just I am
so
asking.
Sunderland and Middlesbrough both lost in the playoff semi-finals. I thought so Middlesbrough not getting promoted. It's Luton Town versus Coventry in the playoff finals. Whoever wins there will. Oh, No, great save, De Gea.
Yeah, 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 yeah. By we give opposition time to settle
We
in. That is
literally
the
give them,
problem.
and this time we gave them a
Driving
chance ourselves. No one bothered to put
see,
in a foot in. Yeah,
मतलब उनको उनका मतलब डिफेंस का प्लेयर भाई हाफ लाइन तक आ जाता है. इट्स वेरी कंसर्निंग इन द वे.
the bigger concern will be in the second half. Oh, their whole right side is empty. Oh my god.
यही बात कर रहा था मैं आपको.
हाँ
दे
समझा मैं
दे
भी.
दे लिटरली लिम्नो मतलब भाई पार्क द बस भाई. आप जोजे मोरिनो नहीं है भाई. आप जोजे मोरिनो को खेल नहीं रहे. वी आर प्लेइंग अंडर 10 है.
Yeah, you know something is wrong when Martial is not wearing gloves. You know something is wrong when Martial is not wearing gloves. This is the second straight.
उसकी तो
This
भाई
is
इतने
yeah, this is the second straight game that Martial has not worn gloves, which is something that is very weird. I've never seen the guy step out without gloves, and this is 2 games in, and he's he's not worn gloves.
भाई
As he
भाई इसके तो इतने भी मैं कि माय ब्लड वेयर्स ग्लव्स इन जून. I was literally laughing at Cloud9.
blood thinks he's in Cannes.
Blood thinks he's in Christmas in June. अरे बाप रे. So
Okay,
there
once
were two
again, yeah.
there
Do
were
what?
two instances where United could have been in a trying position. One was when Leeds could have won against Newcastle, and second was Brighton against Newcastle. That two games we would have already
It's
qualified, I
fine.
would say,
But we
if
won.
we are won today.
But we won the game when Leeds drew. When Leeds drew, we won our game against Wolves. No, we
हाँ नहीं.
lost the game. We lost the game when Newcastle lost to Arsenal and we lost to West Ham. It was that
No,
game week.
no, I was saying that कि अगर Leeds would have won
Ah,
that
okay,
game,
okay, I understand. I
then
got it. I got it. I
we
got it.
could have been in a driver position in the top four.
Who is Newcastle this week against? Newcastle play Leicester
हाँ
Monday
लेस्टर
night.
में.
Monday night, and then uh,
अरे कौन
their last game is against Chelsea. Ooh. Newcastle's last game is against Chelsea.
भाई मेरे
Well,
को एक ही डर है. चेल्सी
हमसे
का एक ही डर है. वो
हमसे
कांटे 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 का.
हमसे 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 हार के आप न्यूकासल से जीत जाओ प्लीज. Because our last game is against Fulham at Old Trafford.
यस यस.
Yeah.
भाई वो तो एक
And
ट्रिकी गेम.
tricky game है, but okay. Wait.
फेंक फेंक फेंक.
Did Villa score? 1 second. I'm not getting proper updates, man. It's very annoying.
यस विला स्कोर्ड.
Oh yes! Come on, get in! Woo! Boom!
भाई
It should have been two.
दो हो
See
जाता है
again.
उसमें.
Ha! Exactly. See,
आराम
this
से
is.
आराम से.
I always love someone who's named
ये
Ramsey. Gordon Ramsay,
हाँ
Aaron Ramsey, and now Jacob Ramsey. So I like it. Good evening.
जेकब
Come
रैमसी.
on. Come on. Come on. It's good evening once again. Now it becomes. I think now it becomes much more difficult for Villa because the Anfield crowd will come into it, and that I don't know.
कम्युनिटी.
There's something very
No,
weird about that Anfield atmosphere. That yeah, go on, please,
if
please.
they had scored 2 तो शांत शांत हो रहे
Would
जैसे.
have been very difficult, but Liverpool have come back from 2 goals down versus Arsenal at Anfield, so you cannot put anything past them. Liverpool were 2-0 down against Arsenal also, so that is a problem. See, I don't care. Like you break your hands, legs, whatever. Make sure that Liverpool don't score for the next 60 minutes or so. That is what we want. अभी आप वो कैसे करो मेरे को पता नहीं. Martinez do oh god. So That was close.
अच्छा, अच्छा,
Oh, Bournemouth also giving free kick to Bournemouth. Very dangerous area. Very dangerous area.
यार ये जो रुक जाते ना भाई, दे वेट टिल टू अटैक ना, दैट
There
इज
is so much. We have won back. There is so much space for
हाँ
Bournemouth to get inside the box. I don't understand
हाँ,
why.
इतना इतना स्पेस क्यों देते हैं भाई? वही वही वही, हाँ देखो ये।
That's a Van Bissaka mistake to begin with. No, that was the previous shot on target. Okay, that was a Van Bissaka mistake. He didn't time his tackle, didn't win it, and then he gave. I'm talking about the shot which De Gea saved, not this one. I'm talking about
हाँ,
the shot that De Gea saved. Van Bissaka didn't get properly behind his man.
यू सीन दैट, लेफ्ट साइड स्पेस, कितना स्पेस दे दिया है भाई।
Yeah, there is a lot of space. अरे नहीं, अभी जो फ्री किक वाला मूव भी था ना, वो जो प्लेयर
हाँ
अंदर आया है बॉक्स में, उसको भी कितना स्पेस दिया। हम लोग डिफेंडर्स इतना पीछे बैक हुआ है, क्यों करना, क्यों
हाँ
इतना स्पेस देना? जस्ट टैकल हिम
हाँ,
बिफोर व्हेन ही गेट्स द बॉल ओनली ना।
दैट वही वही तो कंसर्निंग है भाई, दैट इज द कंसर्निंग थिंग दैट।
These lapses in concentration are a huge problem.
हाँ
Bournemouth are creating chances also, and not bad chances. These are good chances though. Oof. Again, see another good cross in the box. Why can't these guys just put in a comfortable half of football? I just don't understand, man. They have to give us panic attacks for fuck's sake.
मार्शल प्रेस
Bournemouth
भी नहीं
still have
करता
the
भाई
ball.
साहब।
अरे हाँ यार, कहाँ है ये बंदा?
मार्शल नेवर प्रेसेस भाई, लास्ट गेम भी देखा मैंने कि ही नेवर प्रेसेस भाई, लिटरली
He was
बोल
he
रहा है
was
ब्रूनो को
he's
छोड़ो
he's
चलो।
never been a player who does the dirty work.
बिल्कुल नहीं, वो मतलब भाई क्या ही बोले।
But लेकिन player ऐसा चाहिए यार. But then
उसका
again the
बॉल,
problem. But oh fuck. Oh block, good block, Varane. Our Bournemouth are
ये
creating good chances. They have a corner
हाँ
now.
भाई, मार्शल का क्लोज बॉल कंट्रोल बहुत ही अच्छा है भाई, कोई किसी का
अरे
भी नहीं
बट
इतना
लेकिन
अच्छा है।
see,
बट
you need
बंदे का,
someone who, हाँ, work rate नहीं है ना, work rate चाहिए
हाँ
भाई.
वही तो।
You need, just as you want the goalkeeper to be your first line of attack, your
हाँ
forward has to be that first line of defense also, which is something that Martial doesn't do. वो अपने मस्ती में घूमता है, जो चाहिए कब
हाँ
पैर डालता है, नहीं होता है वैसा.
वही वही तो।
Well, Liverpool conceding makes one more thing a certainty that De Gea has officially won the Golden Glove. No other
नहीं,
goalkeeper can
निक
reach
पोप है
him.
ना?
No, even Nick Pope can reach it.
निक पोप ही नहीं।
उन्होंने कल ब्राइटन ने एक गोल मारा था ना, न्यूकासल के सामने.
हाँ
The best the other keepers could do was level with De Gea. Pope and Alisson can't level also after
राया
conceding
राया
the
राया
goal. No, Raya's not in the list for Golden Glove. No, I don't think so.
एडरसन भी नहीं है ना?
एडरसन ने भी खाया है ना हर एक मैच में, तो बीच में एक ऐसा स्ट्रीक था 4-5 मैच का. अरे यार क्या गंदा बॉल, क्या ही गंदा बॉल. शी
भाई ये सैंचो इज रनिंग, मतलब उसके पास इतना स्पेस है, यू कुड हैव
अरे
टेक द
नहीं,
बॉल
ये
इन।
सैंचो का गलती नहीं है. ये इतनी टट्टी पास बर्नमथ मिडफील्ड से बॉल जीता हमारे टट्टी पास की वजह से, हाफ लाइन से. अभी देखोगे आप, किसने भी बॉल डाला वो बहुत टट्टी बॉल थी, पावर ही नहीं बॉल में. नाइस.
हाँ ये
हाँ
लिंडलॉफ
ये
है। नहीं नहीं, ब्रूनो ब्रूनो
नहीं
ब्रूनो
नहीं,
है।
हाँ लिंडलॉफ तो बीच,
ब्रूनो ही है।
लिंडलॉफ ने टैकल किया, उसके बाद जो टैकल सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ.
हाँ ब्रूनो है, ब्रूनो ब्रूनो। ये इसका यही है भाई।
Martial doing everything good but not able to take a shot. He's involved in the build-up. He's taking the ball inside, but he's not there when the ball is needed to take a shot.
वो इतना डेलिकेटली मारता है भाई।
Oh, close. Just when I said it, Martial takes a shot.
तो आज आप वही करना भाई, सैंचो स्कोरिंग।
Sancho
then
has been
definitely
good. Sancho has been good so far. He's not been
yes,
bad. He's been good.
yes.
He's taking on his man. He's at least coming forward with some sort of intent, which is missing in the previous games. Looks good though. Let's see. Needs to continue it.
एक एक ऐसे हाँ एक
Needs
दो
to have
दो
end
प्लेयर
product.
जो
हाँ.
हाँ 2 प्लेयर चाहिए एक तो मतलब उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए उसको सपोर्ट दिया ना तो ही डेफिनेटली एक्सेल्स मतलब
Oh,
एक सेंटर में
nice, Aaron. चोको दिया डिफेंडर को. Nice, अरुणेश. Shaw and no, that was not Martial. Good link up there. Anthony with the ball on the right. Even Varane and Lindelof have advanced very high up the pitch in the attacking half, but then they've come back. But there have been
वरन का ट्रेट ये है कि ही कैन कैरी बॉल द फॉरवर्ड मैड्रिड में
हाँ, he
भी
can
यही
carry the ball forward, but then recovery pace नहीं है अभी वरान के पास because the injuries that he suffered. When he was fit, when he was perfectly fit, and when he had no injury issues, Varane had insane recovery pace. But now at 29, with a lot of injuries, also he's not that fast when it comes to. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul from the back. Yes. Yeah, he does not have that recovery pace, which is a problem. Because if Varane loses the ball high up the pitch, we are automatically one man short. Because Varane नहीं पहुंचेगा अभी. Varane का pace इतना नहीं है. He's lost a little bit of pace as far as recovery pace is concerned.
फर्स्ट हाफ ऑफ द सीजन ही वाज वेरी वेरी नाइस भाई क्या रिकवरी करता
See, he was very good. He was good for us because of the players, because the teams who were attacking us, they did not have a lot of pacey players initially. You see, Newcastle in the first leg against us, they did not play with Sam Maxima in the first when we played at Old Trafford. So he's been great, but I still believe we've done a very good job to keep Varane healthy. He's not missed a lot of game time this season compared to last season where he was perpetually injured. And I believe that the retirement that he's taken on an international stage is good news for us because he doesn't have to go for international breaks. He is much more well rested. He gets a lot of time to recover also. So it's a good choice by Varane. I definitely know he's taken that decision with something in mind. So good for him. But indirectly, that decision means it's good for us also. So we might see a much healthier Varane next season compared to this season also.
what do you say about bringing 2 players both Timber and Kim Min Jae?
Ooh. Kim Min Jae, yes, definitely, without any objection, I would want Kim Min Jae in the side. But Timber, I have my doubts, Abhijit bhai, when it comes to Timber
Why because
yeah, you go on. You put in your
no
point. I'll then
you
put
say I
mine.
will say after
No,
I know
my
you are
reason
saying but you say
my reason for Timber not joining United is that mentality issue. I mean, if you thought that joining United would hinder your chances of starting at a World Cup, and you did not join, and yet in spite of not joining, you did not start a lot of games at the World Cup. I didn't see Timber starting a lot. It was Dumfries on one side, and it was, I guess, Blind on the other side. I'm not sure.
yes
I'm not sure.
blame
Yeah.
it was
So
blame
no, it was Ake. It was Ake. It was Ake.
no
It
बैक
was
से
Ake.
विंग बैक खेलता था ना मैं डैनी ब्लिंड
Blind.
विंग बैक पे था
It's Daily Blind. Danny Blind इसके बाप का नाम है.
हाँ हाँ
हाँ, डैनी ब्लिंड उसके डैनी ब्लिंड उसके पापा का नाम है.
सही बोला I
So
always used to call his father
so my point for Timber not joining is only because of mentality. I mean, any other player would say, okay, I'll join. I want to fight for my place. But this guy got just downright scared. I mean, sure, he must have quality. There is a reason. If there is a reason, if we are going behind him, obviously the player has quality. Oh, close. But yeah, it comes down to the mentality, no, Abhijit bhai. Like Gary Neville earlier said it a long time ago. You might have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the mentality, you won't go to cut it anywhere. And especially in a club like United, where you're scrutinized for every little thing that you do and every little thing that you don't do. You have to have huge mental strength, and you have to have like you have to be mentally immune. You cannot have even the smallest bit of adversity trip you up. You have to have a strong mindset when you're playing for United. So that is why I feel Timber's not going to be a good fit. He's versatile, yes. He is a player for the Ten Hag system. I agree that also. But then again, for me, it comes down to the mentality problem. After that, I wouldn't have him. There are many other options you could look for. So for me, it's a no for Timber, but absolutely hell yes for Kim Min Jae.
No, what Timber offers is, he's a technical defensive player,
Correct.
and
See, I agree. I agree.
and second he is, he is a versatile player. मतलब
Again,
right
again,
back
I
भी खेल
agree.
सकता है. Yes.
Centre back,
So
I agree. I totally agree.
center,
Yes,
and he, Martinez and both have played each other in a device. So it should
understood.
be a good link up play with all the what he offers. So
You make all the
I
valid
prefer,
points. You make all the
but
valid points. See, I said I also
मतलब
agree. I don't doubt the
but
quality of the player. I don't doubt the technical ability. I don't doubt the quality. I don't even doubt the fit of the player. He's a
hmm,
perfect Ten Hag player. If you look at the bare numbers and you look at when he's played for Ajax under Ten Hag, he is the player that you look for. But then again, my point is very simple. It's a mentality point.
हाँ
I do
mentality
not
हाँ.
I do not yeah I do not disagree with you on anything that you've said as far as his qualities and his talent on the pitch is concerned. But then, like I said, I could have all the talent
हाँ
in the
ये
world, but
ये
if I cry and if my game drops, if I do not get a foul, I won't work anywhere. That's the problem. 2 minutes
no,
left for
I
half time
was
with
at
added
the
time. Ha ha, go. I was just giving an
I
update
was
on what time it is.
making the point. हाँ भाई उस एस्टन विला का क्या हुआ देखने को.
हाँ मैं भी चेक ही कर रहा हूँ. आप you make your point what you're saying. I'll
Two
just go
minutes.
ahead and check the yeah.
No,
Oh, all the games have
why
all the
can get
games
a
have oh,
player, who
you are lagging a bit,
बोलो
Abhijit bhai.
बोलो.
Go on, go on. You are lagging a bit. I was just going to say that. You're lagging a bit. Hello,
वो
Abhijit
मैंने
bhai.
कंप्यूटर पे चालू कर दिया है इसीलिए तो थोड़ा लैग हो रहा है. आई विल स्टार्ट विद माय मोबाइल.
Huh. So all the games.
जस्ट अ सेकंड. I'm lagging.
All the games. All, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Can you hear me, Abhijit bhai? I'm
वेट
audible.
वेट वेट वेट. यस यस
Can you
यस
hear
यू आर
me?
ऑडिबल.
You can hear me.
भाई वो
Yeah.
क्या है कि यस यू यस
या अभिजीत भाई काम करो मैच
आई
मत देखो
स्टार्टेड.
मैच मत देखो वो अपन यही करते टिकर पे ही देखते हैं डजंट मैटर बिकॉज
यस
आई थिंक if you stream at the same time there's a problem but then 1 minute
हाँ
of added time in our game 1 minute of added time in our game so it's 1-0 thankfully in our favor
यस. But फिर भी मतलब the next 15 minutes will be very crucial for us after
in the second half yes I
after
agree
second half.
start
अगर
the second half yes
अगर हम स्कोर कर दे तो फिर वी आर इन ड्राइविंग पोजीशन एंड वी विल विन द मैच.
I think
दैट्स
we
ओनली
still
हाउ इट.
are. We still are, provided if we even keep the ball well. We have given. Solanki hit the crossbar.
भाई यही दिस इज ओनली कंसर्निंग मी ओनली ऑलवेज.
I'm not
वी
sure.
गिव.
No, it was off target, not crossbar. Off target, off target. It didn't hit the crossbar. It ruffled the top of the net, but it didn't hit the crossbar. Okay, that's half time. Dada, that's half time. 1-0. Casemiro goal, the difference. What do you make of the performance?
Decent, I would say it was a decent half. अच्छा खेले.
Okay.
We could have been clinical. मतलब जो shots हमने लिए भाई off the target मतलब
Okay.
off the target.
Uh-huh.
We could have been मतलब जो हमने पहला गोल मारा था ऐसे कुछ करके we could have scored second or third goal if we had a chances. We need to take up the chances. That's the main reason, and we have to score the goal in first 15 minutes of first half, second half. That's the only motive now. If we score, then we have a, we are in the driving position. We can make some substitutes, and we might score another goals. What do you say?
I think we've been all right from an attacking standpoint. We need to buck up defensively. I think we lost our intensity after scoring. We let our guard down a bit. We were a little casual in instances. We've let Bournemouth create chances, which is a problem. We cannot let Bournemouth create chances so easily. That's something which we'll have to make sure that doesn't happen in the second half. And like I've said time and again, we have to approach the second half to add to our total, not just hold on to that 1-0 lead. We need to make sure that we are making a conscious effort to go ahead and score. Because we've seen what has happened when United have tried to hold on to games. Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Southampton, many games. When we tried to hold on, we've not been the best of sides. So I want us to go ahead and make an attacking start to the second half also. Try getting a goal within the first 10-15 minutes of the second half, and then get in the substitutes, get in the likes of Fred, get in the likes of Weghorst if you want to, get in the likes of Garnacho, who could add an entirely different layer of attack when it comes to our play. So all in all, yeah,
Spaces
I think we
बहुत ज़्यादा
deserve
दे रहे हैं. Even we are
deserve
giving
one
more
deserve
spaces.
we deserve the 1-0 lead. But you see, like I said in the previous game, I'll repeat my statement this game also. I do not care about the performance as long as we get the 3 points. We're at that point of the season where 3 points matter more than the performance. So doesn't matter how we play. We
Yes,
could play the best of football and we could lose the game. Take the Brighton game for example. We were so good, but we lost. So you don't know. Yeah, so at this point, 3 points matter. I don't care how it comes. Because Ten Hag said it at the start, before the season starting only, we want to play good football, but when we do not play well, we need to get results also. And these are the games that these are the games that you get a lot of confidence winning ugly also. If at all we do end up winning ugly, I'm not saying we will win ugly, but on the off chance that we do end up, it just stays on as 1-0, then it would be a very confidence boosting win also, all in all. So I feel
yes,
it's a pretty. I don't mind if even if the score stays 1-0 in our favor, but I would like that we try to get a second goal within the first 10-15 minutes of the second half.
yes,
Because
definitely.
Bournemouth have threatened, because Bournemouth have made really good attacks. They've had great crosses in the box. They've been proactive also. I have Kshitij Bhai with me. Kshitij Bhai, warm welcome. Good evening. Good evening for the first half, at least, quite literally. So, before I ask you what the half is, what did you make of the half, Kshitij Bhai? I'll just give a brief lowdown on all the scores. It's 1-0 in each and every game. Uh, 1-0 at Liverpool, Aston Villa, 1-0 at Wolves, Everton, 1-0 at Crystal Palace, and Fulham also. Amit bhai, I remember you saying that Crystal Palace would get relegated. Well, well, well. What has happened
Yes,
to that?
yes.
My grandfather Roy Hodgson has come in and saved them
Ah,
from
that
relegation.
that's the only factor that has come into the scene.
But they've
But
played so much. They've played so much better football than Vieira's team did. They've been so good to watch. They've been so good to watch. Kshitij bhai, now that we know the scores, now that we know what's exactly happening in and around us, also, what do you make of the performance of the first half, and how important it is to get that second goal within the first 10-15 minutes of the second half, also?
I think in first half, except one, two here and there chances for Bournemouth, we were in cruise control. We made good triangles. We held good midfield battles, and we won the midfield battle. Casemiro, being Casemiro, scored for us, and he was about to get a yellow. Also, I almost about to get a yellow. So that's there. But considering all the things which has happened, I think it will be a mild 1-0, 2-0 match, and De Gea will get his golden glove, and everything will be hunky
It
dory.
is
Liverpool
it is
will cruise,
confirmed.
and we will go to the top four.
It is confirmed. He has got the Golden Glove because
Okay,
Alisson
fine.
conceded.
Then
Yeah.
Liverpool is losing. Everything is hunky dory. We are in the Champions League today only.
They should have made it two. That was a horrible penalty from Ollie Watkins. Let me tell you that.
No, what
Even
a
if
form he is in. What a form he is in, and what the penalty that he has missed.
even if he had put that on target, Allison saves that. Let's just put it that way. If he kept that shot on
Man,
target, that shot was getting saved by Allison because it was absolutely horrible. First of all, on the
that
ground, throughout on the ground, no point in time that ball went even a little bit above on the air. It was all on
looked
ground.
like it. It was looking like it was a penalty taken by a right back.
Oh, even right backs take better penalties for fuck's sake. Even right backs take better. Dude, Harry Maguire has broken a camera in a penalty shootout. In
No, I
in
have
top bins.
always
In
felt.
top bins.
No, I've always felt that centre backs are very good for taking penalties because they don't overthink penalties. That's the best part about centre backs taking penalties. They
Yeah, but
just try to
this is
smash it.
this is Maguire we're talking about, not any other centre back. This is Maguire we're talking about.
Yeah, goat, and then other centre backs. That's how it works.
You spoke about Shiziba. You made a very interesting point about Casemiro almost getting a yellow card. There have been multiple instances in the course of this season that Casemiro has forced the referee to take a decision with the tackles that he's made. Now, yes, he's had a great season, but on the contrary, he's also missed 8 games due to suspension, which is almost 20% of the season if we take it into raw numbers into consideration. How important it is to make sure that he still is aggressive self, but also at the same time he's not getting his propensity to get stuck into those tackles reduces at the same time. Do you think that is a very important facet that Casemiro has to undergo next season? Because let's be honest, this is not La Liga. He's not going to get a lot of calls in his favor. He comes in with a reputation, and now that he's already been sent off twice, he is definitely going to be in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, even if the tackle is a genuine one. So, how important it is to make this substantial change for Casemiro without losing that aggressiveness that makes him Casemiro?
Okay, I'll go first.
It's
Um,
for you only. It's for you only.
okay. So the point is, see, I am very distracted because I was watching the highlights also of the first half. So the point is, Casemiro is a world class, in my opinion, the best stadium in the world. And in he will adjust his game next season. I know Ten Hag will work upon it with Casemiro, and Casemiro doesn't need that much working on. Ten Hag just need to tell Casemiro, see, you do your usual shenanigans, just not in front of the referees, like you used to do in La Liga, because you played for Real Madrid, so you're pretty protected there. That's not the case in England. We all know how referees are with us after Sir Alex. So I think Casemiro will mold his game to be little bit less aggressive, like tad bit, but not that much that he loses his game. But he will surely pull back because I believe that next season we might get a good centre back like Kingmin or a very good partner in I don't know, someone in centre midfielder, Koku or someone, Kokchu or whatever his name is.
It's pronounced Kotsku, but yeah,
Koshko.
it's
Yeah,
yeah,
so
Koshku. Yeah.
I genuinely think that if he get that kind of protection, he cannot be dependent on Ericsson to do anything defensively. Casemiro is a perfect metronome. He's a perfect metronome, but the point is, metronome can only dictate the game. He cannot help Casemiro out in any way possible. So for that, Casemiro had to be a little bit more aggressive. It's just that it had harmed us and probably a title challenge because of Casemiro being out for at least 8 matches.
Now. Let's not go too far for the title challenge. I know you are. I know you. No. Let me. I know you. See, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to make two bones about it. The people who thought of the title challenge were justified in themselves. They had their reasons. I think you might have your reasons as well to consider that we could have gone ahead and made a title challenge. I'm not. I'm not going to piss on any one of you guys because you could understand why those talks were made, and rightly so. But I think a large section of the fans did believe that because of the shit amount of squad depth that we had, and also because that this is a mismatch of four managers in one team. There was a time that at some point it would have unraveled. So that is a reality check in itself. So I understand with the title challenge thing, but as far as I am concerned, definitely I did not think that we were in a title challenge at any point. Uh, in spite of the fact that we did win every game that we during that point around the same time when Arsenal and City were losing points. So that could give you an illusion, but then look at what City are doing now, and look at them. They're just so slick. So even if we would have been in a much better position, I think yes, I agree. We've lost 11, 12 points from here. We have because of our mistakes. We've lost 2 points against Palace. We've lost 2 points against Southampton. We lost a point against Arsenal. The list can go on. I mean, there are many
I
games.
think Liverpool away was also pretty close. We could have gotten three
Anfield.
points.
You say it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
7-0.
it was
You say
yeah pretty
it's
close.
7-0. We dropped 3 points. We dropped 3 points against Spurs. From a winning position, we drew
Yeah,
that game.
yeah,
We
that
should
was
be,
the horrible one.
yeah, we should have won against Brighton. We definitely should have won against West Ham, if not Brighton. So there are a lot of areas where we lost points. So yeah, I mean it's a mixed match, but then yeah, I think you're right about having a ball carrier alongside Casemiro, which alleviates the burden of him. Also, we don't want him to be the creator that he's trying to be this season. We want him to be the destroyer who can chip in with what 6 or 7 goals a season. That is what we need. He already has 6 goals for the season this year.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's his highest. I think that is his most prolific season in his career,
yeah.
in his club, as far as his club career is concerned. Abhijit bhai,
Most goal assist.
Abhijit bhai, what do you
See,
make of the Casemiro situation? I wanted to ask you also. Do you believe that Casemiro needs to improve his, not improve exactly, needs to pick and choose his tackles?
भाई देखो, now what क्षितिज भाई said is it partially agree, but देखो क्या है कि we don't have a player who does the dirty things, and he is the player. भाई अब प्रीमियर लीग इतना बायस हो गया है, the referee things everything, मतलब कुछ भी, मतलब थोड़ा सा भी, मतलब ये करो तो ये मतलब हल्ला मचा देंगे कि भाई, एंड यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट दैट देयर दैट एग्जिस्ट कि यूनाइटेड हेट्रेड भाई, यूनाइटेड हेट्रेड भाई, ये चलता रहा है, 20 साल से देख रहा हूँ मैं, मतलब गेम्स की भाई, दे लिटरली हेट यूनाइटेड when Sir Alex took it, or even David Moyes take it, or even OBS, or even Jose Mourinho, भाई इतना हेट करते हैं भाई, यू विल नॉट फाइंड अ यूनाइटेड फैन, होगा भी तो भाई बोलेगा भी नहीं कि भाई मैं यूनाइटेड फैन हूँ, इतना मतलब ये है। ठीक है, दैट्स द अदर पार्ट। नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट कैसिमिरो, कैसिमिरो को ये क्यों करना पड़ रहा है, क्योंकि बिकॉज ही हैज नॉट द, ही नीड्स अ पार्टनर, मतलब एक बुस्केट के साथ एक जाइवी था, तो तभी तो मतलब वो सपोर्ट करता था। नाउ वी डोंट हैव अ सेम पार्टनर फॉर कैसिमिरो, and he has to carry the ball forward, he has to do some creative creation, सब कुछ वही कर रहा है। एरिक्सन भाई, तो एरिक्सन कांट डू, एरिक्सन ओनली कैन ब्रिज द गैप, मतलब वो एक ब्रिज है, बट उसका कुछ काम नहीं है, बस उसके ऊपर से मतलब बॉल जाएगा, बाकी कुछ नहीं करेगा वो। ही कैन स्टेबलाइज इट, ओके, दैट ही कैन डू, बट ही कांट डू मच मोर, मतलब वो फाइनल थर्ड में वो कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं करेगा, वो ही विल जस्ट स्टे इन काम एंड डेट। सो कैसिमिरो अभी उसको एक अडेप्ट कर रहा है कि प्रीमियर लीग कैसा चलता है, हाउ इज द, इट इज अ वेरी फास्ट पेस,
I think
ही
he's
भाई
more than I think he's more than adequately understood the conditions of the Premier League now.
कंडीशन, हाँ।
I think it's safe to say because Ten Hag did that great job, of bedding him in slowly and steadily with substitute appearances. And the moment McTominay fucked up, which conveniently was in the Manchester derby, Ten Hag got his opportunity to draft Casemiro in the starting 11, and then from there on, he has been one of the best players of our season. So that was very smart work from Ten Hag. Also, a very very smart work there. Yeah, so
इवन
I think
इवन
the players are
इवन
out.
आप
Yeah, yeah.
इवन फॉर क्षितिज भाई, व्हाट ही सेड दैट टाइटल रेस के लिए जाना था, इफ वी हैड गॉन फॉर गुड स्ट्राइकर नंबर 9 in transfer window of winter, then it could have been a different situation. हाँ भाई टाइटल रेस तो नहीं होता लेकिन बट वी कुड हैव फिनिश्ड इन मच मोर ग्रेटर पोजीशन एट सेकंड पोजीशन बोलते हैं या फिर थर्ड पोजीशन बट स्ट्राइकर वाज नीडेड एंड भाई
The
वेगॉस ने
second,
भाई ऐसा
the
ऐसा
second
मतलब
half,
स्कैम किया है.
second half has be, second half has begun by the way. So United kicking off from left to right and Bola kicking from right to left. So yeah, Abhijit bhai, thank you so much for joining in. Great talking to you. It was enjoying. I enjoyed speaking about the first half with you. It was fun. Hope to see you soon again in one of our streams. Till then, take care of yourself and we'll see you soon. Okay, see you. So, Kshitij bhai, now obviously there's a matter of the top four race and whatever it is. Things down are getting very interesting as far as the relegation battle is concerned. Now, as you know, Everton already down. Even if they lose this game, they'll be still out of the relegation zone, but by just because they are on 32. Leeds have to play yet, and they are on 31. So any result, I think Everton, I think Leeds have a better goal difference than Everton, if I'm not mistaken. No, they have the same goal difference.
Definitely.
So they have the same goal difference, yeah. So even if it is, oh, that's a save from DDG. Fuck, already. Oh, that's a
The
good.
problem is that I'm watching on Hotstar. That's the problem.
Okay. I am watching a little ahead, so that's my bad.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. सक्सेशन थोड़ी है कि स्पॉइलर आ गया तो दिक्कत है.
Well. But yeah, man, I told this to Abhijit bhai also at the start of the stream, but it's very refreshing and I genuinely had a smile on my face when I seen David Brooks in the starting 11. Uh,
Ah,
yeah,
heartfelt.
the guy has been through a lot. He went to hell and back because I mean, come on, everyone knows that who has gone through cancer, especially with Brooks' case, it was blood cancer, not the testicular cancer or anything like that.
It was lymphoma.
That is blood cancer, yeah. That is blood cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so blood cancer is an entirely different struggle of it on its own. And
Yeah.
I remember there was a time that we were linked with David Brooks on a perpetual basis.
I mean, imagine the tragedy of Brooks, cancer and linked with United.
No,
How
that was
sad.
before cancer. That was before cancer. That was before cancer, not during cancer. So let's
Can't take
this
two
was
cancer at once.
yeah, I mean, I get the point when we were unfortunately we were linked at the time and we ourselves were a cancer. So yeah, I totally get what you're saying. But yeah, man, it's just great. It's just great seeing.
It's a very wholesome thing to watch a player who has suffered so much with playing football. Even
It was
Sebastian Haller, when he came back,
yeah,
it was
exactly.
so wholesome to watch it.
Even Ericsson, Ericsson literally kissed death and came back. So these are
Yeah.
the type of stories that make you believe that football is actually
In,
the game
in,
where
if you remember like what happened to Shaw, his both legs broke down. Like it was like this,
it is a
and
double break in the same leg. Yeah,
yeah. So it was like this. It was like this. What the fuck was it? And then it was almost like Shaw might not play ever again. But when he came back, I was really happy because I have always seen potential in Shaw. One season he was horrible under Mourinho, horrible.
that 18
But
19
then,
season only.
oh
That's what
my
18.
God, he was horrible. But after that, Shaw has been consistently good.
But I think that the fact that he was horrible was also because Mourinho was constantly at his ass for a
That
plethora
that
of
is
reasons.
Mourinho. That is
Yeah, but
Mourinho.
that,
Mourinho needs
yeah,
one two players to villainize.
but that but it is like a different player, different approach. So I don't know whether how true I am, but Tammy could very well be the first player to win the Champions League, Europa League, and the Conference League if Roma win it. He's already
I
won
mean,
the conference with Roma. He's won the Champions League with
he's
Tammy.
Chelsea.
Oh yeah, with Chelsea, yeah. And he would
But
win the Europa. That's a pretty cool collection to have. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Tammy is a very good striker. He is in the same category of Ivan Toney of the leagues. Very good strikers, and he
Younger also.
deserves that. To be honest,
Yeah, younger also. Younger than
younger
Tony.
also is playing style is also kind of same.
I feel Tony is much more mobile. And I'm not saying Tani is mobile, not mobile. I mean, Tani can do the job, but then Tony is constant. Tony literally bullies defenders with his
Yeah,
presence.
yeah, yeah.
In spite of I think Abraham being the longer striker, I think Tony has that street in him. Like we say, he has the dog in him. Tony has that street in him, which comes from
Yeah.
endless hours of gambling outside the pitch. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. So there is the street in Tony, which is why
What? No, but in his absence, what a fantastic job Mbuemo has done for. Yeah.
Mbomo, they have three quality strikers to replace him. They have or to take his place in his absence.
Yeah.
There's Mbomo who can play anywhere across that forward line. There is Johan Visa, who is a
Yeah.
different workaholic in his own right, and
Yeah.
there is a striker who they bought whose name is Schade or something. I think they bought him from the Bundesliga. His name is Schade or something. The reason
Mbuemo,
he's still taking
Mbuemo
his
is like
time.
a Vegas who can finish.
He's much better than Vegas. Come on. He plays across the forward line, Shitich. Come on. Please. Please. Please.
I I will
What
not
has
have Vegas
what has
slander here.
what has my blood emblema done for him to you comparing him with Vegas out of all the people? Vegas
I
has not
I will
scored a
not
Premier
take
League goal. Vegas has not scored a
Vegas.
Premier League goal, blood.
Has Mbuemo done a slide from one end to other after winning Carabao Cup? He hasn't. Passion
As
over football.
Oh fuck! No wonder we've employed him. McTominay so far. Oh, that was close. Good move. Good move. Martial looking in the groove today for some reason. He's been good. He's been good.
What
Yeah.
some reason? Yes, last match also he was good. It's just that he
Yeah.
cannot play more than 60-65 minutes.
I found him anonymous in the last game. Apart from that goal, I did not see him do a lot. I'm not.
But
I'm
like
not.
again,
This is not
to
my
score that
Martial.
kind of goal,
This is not my Martial agenda talking or anything. But I genuinely felt that he was anonymous last game for the time he was there. Apart from that goal where he came alive, that's it.
no, but like the way he scored that goal, if you really think about it, it's all about the
Instinct, yes.
positioning.
It is. I don't agree.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with you. But then again, my point is, bar that goal, I did not see a lot of movement. I did not see a lot. Build up was there, yes, but then I did not see a lot of involvement from
you
Martial
know,
in the last game.
Martial. Even though like if Martial agrees to be our number two, it's all well and good. If he doesn't, if he wants to play more, a club like Marseille or Lyon will be really good for him. You know?
I think Lyon are doing a very good job with Premier League French rejects. Like take Lacazette for
Yeah.
example. Uh,
Lacazette and Martial can form a good partnership.
I think yeah, I think because Lacazette has done that. He has the experience of being the second striker at Arsenal for Oba.
Yeah,
So
Aubameyang.
yeah, so he can do that for Martial, provided if Leon want him to be the number one striker. You want Martial to be the number one striker there. But
See,
apart from that,
if you're talking about a mid-table Premier League club or like a thoda above mid-table club in other leagues, Martial is a good striker. That's the whole. That's where our whole agenda of Martial comes from. He's good, but he's always injured. That is the whole agenda with Martial.
but that is what it is. No, you can have.
Yeah,
Like I said, like I spoke to Abhijit bhai regarding mentality. It's the same with injuries also. You can have all the
yeah,
talent in the world, but if you're constantly injured, then what is the point of that talent? It comes down to that. And we've had a lot of instances of players who were insanely talented but could not,
Wilshere,
no, I'm talking United. Owen Hargreaves. Owen
Hargreaves, true.
Hargreaves was an insane midfielder, but was
Yeah, yeah,
constantly
yeah.
injured. Darren Fletcher, that one, he had that sickness. He could have also had a great United career, but that sickness, just got took away 2 or 3 years from his playing career. That's
Yeah.
there. Then take Shaw for example. Shaw was also in a phase where he was constantly injured after the leg break.
Shaw, Shaw before the leg break, if I remember, him
Was he
and
started
Depay had
that
a beautiful partnership.
beautiful exactly. He started that season on a roll, an absolute roll, and he was and The moment where he got injured, had that tackle not taken place, Shaw scores that. Shaw scores that goal.
Yeah.
I believe that Memphis's failure at United had something to do with Shaw getting injured because okay, so Brooks has been substituted for Kiefer Moore. That's Bournemouth's first change. 55 minutes on.
For me, decent player.
So that is confirmation that Bournemouth are going to go long from here now because they have an aerial presence up top.
Yeah. Like as long as Varane is there, I don't fear long balls that much.
I mean, we need to score another goal, man. Just have that
But
breathing
fuck,
room.
fuck, man. Honestly, like Maguire needs to be trialed at UN Human Rights Court, man, to make Lindelof look bad all these years. It just
Oh, good man, I swear. But then, on an individual level, there have been certain flaws from Lindelof also because Lindelof has
yes, but oh my God,
there is a world of difference now. You see Lindelof play without Maguire. Fuck! Oh, come on, score! Oh no, that was that goal had Martial written all over it if not for that last ditch tackle by Kelly. For fuck's sake, that was such a brilliant
uh,
move, man. Him and Bruno. Oh, beautiful, man. Good God. Shit. Just look at that move. Oof. Insane.
you remember that Rashford X Martial season when they
Ah,
both were cooking the
oh my
partnership.
God. And then Greenwood coming in later on. Oh, Vegas comes in already within the Martial sub. That's a surprise. Martial. Oh,
Maybe, maybe,
Martial looked.
maybe, maybe Ten Hag is protecting him for FA Cup. Martial.
What has blood done to be protected in the first place? Martial looked clueless. I was pretty surprised by the fact that his number came up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like,
But
why me? I
but
was playing good.
but then with all respect to Martial's face also looks like that. So you don't
Yeah, yeah.
know. But yeah, I
See,
mean
now that
there is
Vegas is here, around 70 minutes get Garnacho in.
70 minutes what?
Around 70 minutes get Garnacho in.
Agreed. Yep, totally. I
And
mean, if you want him, get him at 65 also. Doesn't make a difference.
I know,
Make it.
I know Ten Hag won't do it, but around 75, 80 get Pelistri in also instead of Anthony. Because
Now I will.
where else you going to play Pelistri?
What I believe is, if we win this game, and if Liverpool.
Who loses this game, we qualify for Champions League. Please play Phil Jones in one match. Please.
So that is what no. There will be that one game where Ten Hag will potentially be free of any restrictions. Like अरे जीतना है ये वो नहीं होगा provided if this result stays both sides. So in that then he's going to give all these outcasts a chance like an audition
I
per
know
se.
Phil Jones is butt of all the jokes, but man, that man has served this club.
Could he get a final game?
I want him to. He was there for 12 years. I want him to play at least once.
That could be like a testimonial for him.
Yeah, yeah,
As
because he
good as
won't
a
get
testimonial.
testimonial.
The reason he didn't get a testimonial because he knew that no one would come in. That's very
Yeah, yeah,
bad.
yeah.
That's
That's
hurtful.
horrible. That's horrible. And it wasn't Phil Jones' fault. It's not like he was a horrible defender. He was constantly injured.
But then you have to put that down to him, no? Because most of these injuries are
Yeah,
basically not while playing also. So
yeah,
then you
yeah,
have
yeah.
to
Like
so then you have to ask questions of the player whether like how has he managed to cut a career a 12-year-old a decade long career with so many injuries. That is the problem. See, he can talk all about Twitter warriors, keyboard warriors, so on and so
I think
forth.
he should go to Nottingham.
In spite of all the 30,000 players they have, no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
they
think
like
he'd
half
he'd,
of them are loanies.
he'd do a good job at West Ham. I feel West Ham would be a good fit for
Mm,
him.
replacement for what? Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson
Maybe.
as it is. I think Dawson as it is on loan there. I'm not sure. So yeah, could be. And
No,
even
no clue about
even
Dawson.
yeah, even I have not much of an idea. And Ogbonna also is not the youngest of the lot. So I don't know, man. He could do a good
Imagine,
job at West
imagine,
Ham.
imagine if somehow West Ham get relegated and win the Conference League.
West Ham ain't getting relegated from here, Kshitij. They are not getting relegated from here.
I don't know. Weirder things has happened in Premier League.
But they have 37 points with a goal difference of minus 14. The only team that have a better goal difference in the relegation zone is Leicester, but they have 4 point. They have 7 points less.
Southampton
Even
and Southampton so is gone already. Leicester is also almost gone already.
they have to win both to stand a chance. They go to 36 if they do. But then I think Leicester have. Uh, who do Leicester play? Leicester play Newcastle one game, and yeah, Leicester's last game of the season is versus West Ham only. Oh, far interesting.
Oh,
Oh, interesting. See,
I want
if
us to be ranked by today so I can enjoy all of this shit. You know?
yeah, oh yeah, actually, if Liverpool lose today, we'll be 4 points ahead of them, right?
Yeah, we are done. We are done.
Yeah, we're done.
We
Yeah,
are
we're done.
qualified. That's what I am constantly saying. If Liverpool loses today, us and Newcastle are done. We are safe.
And just when you say it, Liverpool equalize.
Ah, it's a fuck.
I mean,
No, but like even if they draw, it's not a huge thing for them. Even if it's a draw, then it's a 3 point difference.
oh man, it is. It's Hakpo who scored. Oh, fuck. It is a
In
very
that point, you feel
right.
somehow that he betrayed us even without doing anything.
It's not about the betrayal. It's the manner of the goal. It's so shitty. They could have avoided this. Aston Villa could have avoided this.
Hmm. That's like
Hey,
majority of the
wait,
team
wait, wait,
crumble.
wait, wait. Oh, no, man. Hey, one second. There could be a potential offside there. Hold on. There could be one. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, man. It looks off. It looks off. We'll have to wait and see here. Because Diaz touched the ball. I'm not sure. That could be a potential offside. I don't know. They're still checking it. I don't know whether they're checking it or no, but are they? Are they? Oh yeah, they are checking it. They are checking it. Dickheads, that's the wrong angle. How pig-headed can VAR be, man? This is not even the frame that you have to check for offside. Good
Who is
God.
the VAR? Who is the VAR referee there?
Oh yes, Luis Diaz is offside. Has to be. There's
What
no
what a
player
what a
there.
talented footballer, though. What a talented footballer.
Luis Diaz is also offside, and Van Dijk is definitely offside behind him. And both of them have
That's
had an
pretty.
involvement. No, Van Dijk ki puri sharir. Both of both both of them have had an involvement in this. So I don't know. Let's see. Why is it taking so long? Has to
Arey, let
draw the
them
line.
score.
Draw the lines, chutiye.
अगर नहीं है तो let it be like final game week interesting रहेगा.
Yes, it's disallowed. Boom. Yes, it's disallowed, boy.
Oh,
And we also missed, yeah, at the same time. I think they got the news there. So just when they're about to score, I think they came down and it's offside, so they just let it go.
हाँ ठीक है. नहीं करेंगे तो चलेगा.
But good man, this should serve as a warning shot for Aston Villa. This should, if they were thinking that this is some casual la-di-da shit going on, They need to understand that it's not.
But
Wait,
if
it still
Aston,
won all. No, no, it is not. Okay.
this is not so. How can it be one all after this alone?
No, they did not. They did not remove the one for quite a while, dude. After the decision, also.
They want to keep the league interesting, for last year.
Is this the goal that they showed, Jacob? Dude, Aston Villa just had a golden chance, and oh no, that's a shit cross pretty much.
Aston Villa bottled fucking last time also against City in the
But
final
then
game week.
you need to understand there was Gerrard at the wheel, so obviously, come on,
Uh,
come on,
he
come
doesn't let
on,
it fucking slip.
and he does let it fucking slip. But then for
He's
us
like the
last year,
second. He's like the second worst manager after
but
Lampard.
then, but then for us last year would have been a dagger anyways if either of that team had won. So lesser of the
I
two
don't care
evils.
about City. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care about City. I respect the fuck out of them, but I don't care about City.
I did want Arsenal to win the league this year, though. I did. I did. Actually,
Yeah,
I did want to.
because repeat and treble and everything.
I don't know, man. Now we have to rely on Inter and
Arsenal.
us.
I am not relying on us. I am relying on Inter Milan.
While well, we do have three United players in Inter who played for United before.
The only player I trust in all of them is Matteo Darmian. That's it.
He's been good though. He's been good there
Very good.
for Inter. Very good, yeah.
And that man has also given a press conference where he has thanked Manchester United for developing him.
I the only way where you can express your thanks is winning the Champions League, Matteo. Please, nothing less than that
Yes,
would be
yes.
considered as a thanks. If you
But
want to
then
show
Inter
how,
Milan would but
see,
then
I
Inter
don't mind.
Milan will have four Champions Leagues
Doesn't
and us three.
matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at this point. As long as the other team has zero, doesn't matter. They're not
See,
in the same. They're
I
not. They're not in the same league as us, Sitich. So it's fine. It's fine.
but I genuinely feel that it's been coming for a really long time. It's just how overthink you can like how much you can overthink a match. There has to be a point where you will just play Grealish, Haaland, Bernardo Silva, and just let it run. My God,
I
I
think.
have
I think
never seen a bigger humiliation. That was bullying. Champions League semi-final was bullying. It
it was like
was
they took it. It's like City took their lunch money and then they were passing it around while Real Madrid are fucking helpless.
how can Real Madrid be bullied by any team in the Europe? It's amazing. And City literally slapped them. Slapped them.
Oof, absolutely, man. Like I closed it after the 60-minute mark. I'm like, नहीं होगा यार
No,
मुझसे
no,
देखना है
no, I was watching
यार.
the whole match. No, I watched the whole match because the football was so beautiful. It's just,
68.
it's not like usual Chelsea stuff also. Not that like they were not constantly passing, passing, passing. It was passing with intent. They wanted to hurt Madrid.
I have a question here, Kshitij. How have four matches started at the same time at 7:30, but
Yeah.
every match has a different time? Liverpool is on 61 minutes, Wolves Everton 65, Fulham Palace
Uh,
63, and we are on the 69th minute. Is it because of the
because
added
of
time?
because of the added time of the
There is a big
half.
seven. There's a huge 7-minute gap between
Some
us and the
some incident
Liverpool
must
game.
have happened. Some incident must have happened in that
I don't
match.
know. Has to be, but
Yeah.
man, there's going to be more time added on for the second half also because the VAR check. They took a fucking long time for something that was
Yeah,
for some no for something that's so clear, buddy. See, if this is the line, right? If this is the line, if this is the offside line, okay, Diaz is here, Diaz is here, and they took 2 to 3 minutes to check that. If Diaz is here, Van Dijk is here, even ahead of Diaz, both of them, and you're checking what?
see, now
It's it's
that the
it's
season is ending.
it, it's not even like his ball is offside or his pube is offside. Like your पूरा शरीर offside है भाई वो भी एकदम बढ़िया वाला
See
offside है.
what I'm saying now that the season is ending. Let the people vibe.
Yellow. For whom? Okay, that's a Bournemouth player. The moment I see Casemiro standing in front of the referee, I automatically think of the worst man. He can't help it, dude. He's standing right in front of the referee the moment the card is brandished. I mean, what the fuck has he done now? And then I see in the replay. Okay, this is a Bournemouth foul, man. I was like,
Fuck's sake.
it is like that dialogue है यार ये ऐसी dangerous situations में मैं automatically
No,
आगे कैसे
आगे क्या? Oh my god. Casemiro is cute too. He's cute.
yeah he is man but then the problem once again is you cannot be suspended for so long 8 games man
I have
from
to
that
buy a fucking good replacement CDM who can like
apparently
Palinia. Buy
apparently
fucking Palinia.
apparently Liverpool Garnacho's come on 71st minute not bad I think it was the correct time I think we spoke about I said 65 you
Bro,
said 70 I guess
sign Romeo Lavia.
but apparently Liverpool are favourites to land him out of the blue although I do think that Pep could also take him
Get at least one of three Lavia, Bella Kochap, or James Ward-Prowse.
Bella Kotchap
Get
is
one
too.
of them.
That's the point, Kshitij. Bella Kotchap is a great defender, but then Bella Kotchap is very injury prone. He's missed 16 Premier League games this season because of injury. 16.
तो ठीक है ना
And
बेला कोचा
for
बरान
me,
आपस में खेलते रहेंगे
for me, a better option is Salisu. Why? Because he's a left-footed centre
Salisu.
back. Also,
Yeah,
left-footed centre
yeah.
backs are a fucking rarity. And
Salisu and Martinez can be there, and Varane and Lindelof can be there.
and you can have, and then there's obviously Kim Min Jae if we're getting Kim. So defense
60 million, dude. But not our money. I don't care.
But that's a release clause, no? That is the release clause. And the reason why we're trying to get this deal done as quickly as possible is because right at the time his release clause is getting activated now, Kim is also going for his mandatory military service in South Korea.
Okay.
It's around the same time. So we want to make this why we are offering him a much larger salary for that. While Napoli's contract for Kim is 4.5 a year, we are offering him 7 a year. Yearly salary if that is
It's
if,
a,
if
it's a good salary for a third choice centre back, you know.
he could start in man he would very well start in our side
Yeah,
you
like
know that and
Varane is
I know
injured. Varane is injured so many times. He can easily start.
but again my point being is that we could see a much healthier and much well rested Varane next season because of the
Yeah,
international
no international
retirement
football.
yeah precisely and I think you do need someone that's a good ball but no one there we need
We'll come third or second next season. I feel that.
but we need to win a trophy though next year again that goes without saying
We will have FA Cup or something.
Not nah, that's fine then. Works for me.
Yeah,
I think
top three FA Cup is good.
if we could, inshallah, away to the quarter stage, 4 quarters of the Champions League is another good season. Quarters,
If you are
being
talking about
realistic, being very
no,
realistic.
no,
Quarters.
I'm sure you are being realistic, but the point is, once you are in quarters of Champions League, anything can happen.
I agree. But that is what I'm saying. That is why for me, quarters is the threshold, not round of 16s.
Yeah, no fucking way Inter would have gotten into Champions League final if it is what playing a beautiful football. Then it would have
Oh
been, you know,
wait. Anthony's true. Anthony's true. Oh, he fucked it. He fucked it. It was on his right
so
side. It
that
was
is
on his right.
the.
No, he didn't take the shot though. The reason why the chance didn't come to anything was because the ball was on his right side.
I like Anthony News.
So I'm saying the reason why they made it to the final is because Benfica still have what 37 years for their 100 years curse to break. So obviously playing Benfica in the Champions League or any European competition at a knockout stage at this time is a given that are going to win but Benfica are not winning a European competition for shit until 2016. That curse is
Yeah,
real,
but
man.
they,
That curse is fucking real, dude.
yeah,
These
it's true, dude.
these lot have lost four finals on the bounce in the 2010s. They made
True.
four finals, three Europas out of them, and these. Oh fuck! What a
And
save! Oof! Boy, that was a
Neto is
big
also a decent keeper.
for Bournemouth. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. He's a good keeper for, a lower half team or a mid-table team. He's a good keeper.
He's the same guy who was playing for Barcelona for a brief period, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Same
2
Neto,
years.
right? 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. Those fuckers managed to win the Liga, man. Fucking hell.
I don't like Barcelona. I never liked Barcelona. Fuck Barcelona. I hate Barcelona. Actually.
I
That's
wanted
not.
them to go dude, you don't understand. I wanted them to go trophyless. They would have been fucking broke next season. The Liga win gives them that extra cash
Do
boost.
you know that same can happen with Inter Milan? If
It is
Inter
happening.
Milan,
It is happening. It is happening.
yeah,
He's looking to sell the club actively. He's
yeah,
actively looking to sell the club.
If Inter Milan doesn't win the Champions League, they have to sell at least 7 to 8 players. This month.
Which is why Onana becomes a very tantalizing option.
Yeah,
And if we are going only, then fuck Salisu, get Bastoni. Get
but
Bastoni.
oh, what a centre back dude.
That guy is coming from centre back to number 10 with the ball without any obstruction. For fuck's sake, how do you do that?
Bastoni is the next big Italian thing.
In defense, yes. In defense, absolutely. Oh,
How, like,
we have Abhijit Bhai back for the last 15 minutes of the game. That this is going to be a good trio. It's going to be a good enjoyment. Uh, let's have a look.
imagine like something fucking happens with AC Milan. I love AC Milan, but imagine something fucking happens with AC Milan, and we buy Sandro Tonali as Casemiro's
I
process age.
wanted him. I wanted him to come from Brescia, but Italians and their obsession of playing in Italy is Italians and their obsession of playing in Italy is something that is very difficult to convince them.
That is same with English footballers also, no?
Except now that English footballers are taking the risk, they're going abroad. They are playing abroad. They are. There are a lot of. There are. A lot. Oh, by
I
the
mean,
way.
literally, Jude is going to Madrid.
Oh, by the way, Sunderland have signed Jude's brother. You mentioned Jude.
Job.
So yeah, Sunderland have signed Jude's brother.
Sunderland से याद आया, dude. The next season, Amad
Ahmad.
Diallo also. But I think he need one more season at a bottom level club. Not championship.
Premier League club mid-table, not bottom. If
Something.
he plays in a bottom club, he automatically becomes the best player there. We all would know that. Something like
Something like
something like
Everton
Crystal
if they
Palace.
survive.
Crystal Palace, not Everton. They will have to look
Brighton.
forward. They will have to look forward. Zaha. They have to look ahead of Zaha now. They
But
have to look
Abhijit
ahead of
Bhai said they
Zaha.
are going to get relegated.
ऐसा है तो
But अभी
टेल मी
सुनना
एक बात बताओ, अगर अगर वेरा होता तो डेफिनेटली होती कि नहीं भाई?
होता तो ना. It's like if my aunt had balls, she'd be an uncle. ना वही बात हुआ ना.
I speak on present situation.
See,
Like, yeah,
हाँ, okay. No one's taunting anything. I'm just saying.
अभिजीत भाई ये रोरिक जेनिक्स बिहेवियर नहीं चलेगा इधर.
Yeah, this guy said Haaland would be a flop, right? Yeah.
कौन बोला था?
Rory
Rory.
Jennings.
Haaland has scored 52 goals this season.
Fucking hell, man. 52 goals. And 36 in the Prem, right? 36 in the Prem, right? He's
Benzema had
literally
scored.
he's literally pissed on Harry Kane, and Harry Kane has 28 fucking Premier League goals this season. Dude, like on another season, Harry Kane's 28 goals would be fucking insane, you know that? This guy's just casually come and Viking this fucking way into Premier League history books in his very first season, man. Fuck.
It's great. My day has been going really great though. Like we are winning. CSK has qualified for qualified and
I
shortest.
hope Lucknow lose today. 18 overs, 147 for 6.
We need Lucknow RCB.
Oh man, fuck. But I want Mumbai to come in, obviously, bro. Come on.
I know it's your team. It's your team. It's your team. But if just imagine,
But then I
the,
don't mind if. But then I don't mind if we go out also because we should have won the game against Lucknow. Off topic, but yeah, we should have won
but
that game against Lucknow. We should, dude.
you
David,
guys made a brilliant
David
comeback also.
doesn't matter. David missed four slot balls, from which two of them were free hits. We lost by 5 runs. 1 6 out of those four balls, we win the game.
Wow.
That's the
अभिजीत
that's
भाई आप किसको सपोर्ट करते हो?
No, I stopped supporting IPL team since 2015.
हाँ
fair
उससे
enough.
पहले
Mumbai Indians.
हाँ
Ah, that's a bad foul, no? I
Yes.
mean,
yeah,
not a penalty, but that guy literally fell on him. That's a
fell on him.
God. That's a bad one. Last 10 minutes,
भाई क्या है?
dude. This will be the eighth 1-0 win of our season. If this stays like this, 8-1 nils.
That that 8-1 win is the
No,
reason that they
what?
is winning the Golden Glove.
Ah,
Dude,
What irony! What
you both
irony!
of you knows that I love De Gea more than anyone. I love him to bits, but we know that he doesn't deserve the Golden Glove this time.
we
I just
all do it.
I just post his story saying he won Golden Glove and all. Just to ऐसा सुतली लगाने का मन करता है जो मतलब डे को उतना पसंद नहीं करते हैं. But it's just my personal opinion. It's just I just love that guy too much. वो
Oh,
होता है ना किसी किसी प्लेयर
no,
पे.
no, 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 no. Ball, but no one there. Because did well, but
I was saying कि वो होता है ना किसी किसी प्लेयर पे like unrequited love. It's just there. The dedication
I get
towards
it.
the
I get
game
it.
is there. Like, I
For me, it's Aaron. For me, it's Aaron.
this happens like before De Gea, it was Carrick for me. Not even Rooney, Carrick.
Yaar, this Puran. Oh, and there always has to be a West Indian who pisses on the Mumbai Indians.
यही बात बोलता हूँ मैं डेविन भाई की दे आर नॉट इनफ क्लिनिकल नंबर 9 चाहिए भाई कोई
हाँ
भी
ना,
नहीं लाओ
वो
चलेगा
तो 2 साल से बोल रहे हैं भाई हमको नंबर 9 चाहिए 2 साल से.
hey
Dude,
what you thinking about Rabiot Adrian
keep
Rabiot
him as keep him as far. There are many other good midfield options that are available.
what I see in a perspective of ETH is that ETH want a player who is more physical and who is taller who can dominate the positions.
I understand.
Yes, so I am not be surprised if we go for Gravenberch here.
For guys, I'm hungry.
Hmm.
You don't mind if I eat on stream, right?
Yeah.
हम भी खाना खाने वाले हैं 10-15 मिनट में डोंट वरी
और क्या?
हम नजर नहीं लगाएंगे
वॉच अलोंग पे कुछ भी चलता है.
Oh fuck! Save DDG.
भाई
Keep,
गोलकीपर के
keep.
इफ यू
Satish bhai, Kiefer Moore out of all the people was one-on-one.
Oh, by the way, in other news, Harta is relegated right now.
They're gonna have their professional license revoked.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's some issue going on. I read it when there was an article about Union Berlin in the Athletic,
yeah.
and over there, I think it's for financial irregularities or something. They might fucking lose their footballing license altogether. Which is
अरे
why,
कोई सिटी को हटाओ यार.
see, this is going to take years. Kshitish bhai, this is going to take years,
हाँ
and
तो
we all
obviously
and we
I am
and
predicting
we
at least 2026.
and we all know what the result is going to be or what the outcome is going to
Yeah.
be. So
They
there's no
have
point.
see as a lawyer, I know the firm they have hired. It's literally the best law firm for sports in the world.
सी
Just shoot.
I think De Gea को पता चल गया कि वो गोल्डन ग्लव जीत गया, so he just wants to put
Vibe.
So ये ब्रूनो को मना है क्योंकि ही नीड्स स्कूलिंग बिकॉज ही शूट्स भाई क्या कुछ भी शॉट्स देता है ये हवा में हॉलीवुड
Bruno,
शॉट्स
लेकिन
Fred,
ये
we have
Bruno,
guys, we have McFred coming on. McFred together. Ericsson walks off, and the other player who goes off is
ब्रूनो
no, not yet.
ब्रूनो शायद
They haven't showed the next player. It's Anthony.
I
Anthony.
happy. Let them vibe. I'm enjoying the vibe. Let them vibe. I don't think Bournemouth is scoring. Let them vibe.
No man,
See,
we said this, and Kiefer Moore almost got one-on-one. If it was, I'm telling you,
no.
if it was any player other than Kiefer Moore, they bury that. They bury that.
Again, again, you might think it's a bias, but when De Gea is in mood कि आज गोल नहीं होने दूंगा, तो नहीं होता.
So, guys, Crystal Palace have gone from 1-0 up to 2-1 down. Fulham lead that game. It's still 1-0 at Anfield, where Aston Villa is leading. It's still 1-0 at the Molineux, where Wolves are leading.
अपने को क्या है? अपने को आज चैंपियंस लीग में जा रहे हैं अपन. बात खत्म.
I hope the bastard Allison doesn't come and score at the end, dude, like the West Brom game. For fuck's sake, man, I might genuinely throw my laptop away. I genuinely might. Like I cannot have another season of Allison madness like this. I just can't. Dude, I swear to God. Thankfully that day I was watching that game on the TV. और महंगा टीवी था तो फिर सोचा कि तोड़ूंगा तो फिर मैं ही बाहर जाऊंगा. So
No, but like,
this would
ठीक
be
है.
Liverpool's worst points tally under Klopp, right? If we're
Yeah,
counting
yeah,
full
yeah.
seasons, if we're counting full
Whole
seasons,
season. Yes,
full
yes, yes.
seasons, 65 points with one game to go. If the result stays the same,
अरे यार, I still want to come third somehow. I don't know.
it's very difficult. But Newcastle do play Chelsea at their last game, so
Oh, what a
but they
difficult
play,
team.
but they play at St James's, so I have no hopes, dude. We might, but even
Even we
though
are playing.
the problem is there's no problem here. If Newcastle do finish third, they will still end up in pot 4 of the Champions League
Yeah,
because of the coefficient. They haven't been in Europe for the past 10
coefficient.
years. Yeah. So
Yeah,
they will end up
coefficient.
in, so irrespective of finishing third, they will be in top 4. Pot
That's
4,
not the
pot 4.
point. That's not the point. That's not the point.
ये
Dude,
ये रेड
Third just sounds nicer.
speaking of Newcastle, I got a lot of shit from Newcastle fans on Twitter, dude, for a tweet which
Uh,
I tweeted last year in May. So
and that
last
was
year, Bruno Guimaraes had tweeted Champions League miss you, and I, with my chest out, tweeted keep missing it. It's not like you're going to play in it anytime soon. Fucking
oh
1 year,
my god. Why would you bet against Newcastle?
and exactly 1 year from that tweet, Newcastle are on the verge of making the Champions League.
अरे,
I got so much shit from Newcastle fans out of nowhere, dude. Fuck.
I mean, I
I
predicted Newcastle to get Europa League football this season.
But they went one step further, man.
Yeah, yeah.
दे ना पास देख
That was just sheer frustration. अब जेना बस.
you have a big space मतलब भाई डायरेक्ट काउंटर कर देते भाई क्या है?
अरे पर अभिजीत भाई वाइब्स कहाँ लेके जाओगे आप?
दिस इज द स्मार्टनेस भाई वो जो पहला गोल है ना वो स्मार्टनेस चाहिए भाई क्षितिज भाई वी आर लैकिंग दैट वो नहीं है इसीलिए हम वो क्लिनिकल नहीं हो रहे अगर वो होता है ना तो डेफिनेटली वी आर
Fuck. Just when I
अरे
said it, Crystal Palace equalized. It's 2-all.
नाइस.
Uncle Roy
यार
doesn't want Uncle Roy doesn't want to lose on Levi. He wants that permanent Palace contract.
don't worry अभिजीत भाई. We are going to sign triple BN.
Who? What?
वो
Triple BN. Big black beautiful man. उसी में
Shitish, for fuck's sake, man. You, you got me thinking about all my life decisions with that. Holy fuck, man. Big that beautiful. But then I would 4 minutes of added time. For what? Why 4 minutes?
I'm telling you guys, if we sign Osimhen for the time till he's there, I'm calling him Triple BM.
I'm gonna call him Naija Boy. For obvious
Naija boy,
reasons.
nah,
For obvious
Naija boy.
reasons.
Yeah. See, but again,
And,
Naija
and,
boy is a
and
good name.
every goal he scores, I'm gonna fucking blast Burna Boy. Every single goal
But
he scores.
कौन ninja do Fred?
असू ते फाउल आहे आम्हाला.
अरे वो नहीं, ये ब्रूनो मतलब ये ऐसे कि वैसे बैठ जाते, हाँ आजा आजा बॉल आजा, ऐसा वैसे रुक के
But
कोई दूसरा
without
प्लेयर होता
Bruno, this team looks horrible. Every time we play without Bruno, now it just
we,
looks shit.
we look Nasbandi, bro. We look Nasbandi,
Yeah,
not even shit. We look Nasbandi.
yeah. हाँ वो सप्लाई कट जाता है ना.
We literally are impotent without Bruno. That we could
Yeah,
see it in the Sevilla game, dude. It was the
yeah.
Sevilla game.
बढ़िया है,
And
मजेदार.
these bastards have made the Europa League final again, for fuck's sake.
Sevilla, what did I tell you guys?
Fuck! No, man, you. I mean, this is beyond me, man. I mean, I understand when you're on top 3, when you're on top 4, and you're making the Europa finals, fine. These
Bro,
motherfuckers are
as
13th.
Rajnikant once said, this is beyond science. Sevilla in Europa is beyond science.
This is beyond the fabric of reality, dude. Fuck. We are in a fucking world.
पेनल्टी दिया
We
था,
are,
पेनल्टी दिया क्या था सेविलिया को एक
इस
उस मैच में?
I don't think so.
नहीं,
पता नहीं, मैं मैच देखा नहीं भाई.
नहीं,
दो फ्री गोल थे और एक नॉर्मल गोल था.
हमारे सामने कि यूवेंटस के सामने?
यूवेंटस के सामने.
I don't know. यूवेंटस के सामने पता नहीं.
I didn't watch.
Because
I was watching Mourinho masterclass.
Bro, fuck. Dude, the entire city of Leverkusen was pissed after that game. He has managed to piss
Beautiful.
off that entire city, dude. Fuck. It's just
I know.
insane. Imagine if he goes
See,
and
if
pisses
you
on the
talk-
set.
If you're talking about just vibes, so there is no one better than Mourinho.
Fuck, that was so close, dude. They would have scored from there. Fuck. That was a rocket, dude. Shit. I didn't
I
think
know.
there.
I know you guys are saying all that, but you see how relaxed I am. They have decided not to.
You know,
Like-
if Jose wins the Europa, he's I mean, his legacy is no longer in doubt. For me, he is one of the best managers in the globe. Whatever said and done, he is one of the best managers in the globe.
He was one of the best managers ever in 2010.
But if he wins the Europa League against Sevilla, he's
boy.
God's own son, Jesus Christ. Fuck all of them. Fuck all of them. He's God's own son, dude. If you manage to beat Sevilla in a Europa final, you are God's second. You are God's only son. No
And-
questions asked.
And you know it's going to happen, right? You know it's going to happen.
And he does it in such a way that he manages to piss off that entire city once again, man. Yeah, fuck.
It will be 20. It will be 25% position for Roma. It will be one shot, one goal.
Okay.
He's gonna haram ball the fuck out. I can't wait to see that, dude. You don't know. I need that. We need that.
I definitely need that.
And that's it, guys. The final whistle's up. It's
Guys.
1-0. We've won our 8th 1-0
Now it's
win of
all
the
on the
season.
Liverpool match.
It's all
Now
on
it's
Aston
all
Villa.
on the Liverpool match. Liverpool match, yeah.
It's 87 minutes there. It's still 1-0. Aston Villa lead. In other sport news, Lucknow finished their innings at 176 for 8. Courtesy
Respectable.
of... That's too good. That's too good. Because there is rain threat over there. So yeah, there is rain threat in Kolkata.
रिंकू सिंह।
हाँ
अरे तो रिंकू सिंह ओपनिंग थोड़ी आएगा।
अरे भाई किधर भी आए वो खेलेगा 100%।
we,
हाँ,
we are
रिंकू
at
सिंह
the
is has been the find of the season with Yashasvi.
for
Him and
KKR.
Yashasvi has
Rinku
been
has
the
been
find of the
fine.
season.
No, Jitesh
तुषार
also.
देशपांडे।
Jitesh also. Jitesh
Jitesh,
also.
yes.
तुषार देशपांडे।
नहीं नहीं भाई वो
ना ना
बहुत मार
ना
विकेट लिया है बट बहुत मार खाया है यार नहीं नहीं बहुत मार खाया है वो
जोक से।
but with all due respect to Deshpande he's been better in the past 3-4 games he's
yes.
not taken he's not been taken for a lot of runs.
I think Tikshana is little bit
Oh
like
fuck,
he's
Salah has
good
the
find
ball.
for Sri Lanka.
Salah has the oh brilliant tackle dude great tackle man woof. Ashley Young had my babies.
Aston Villa is also gunning for Europa or Conference, no?
Conference. Yes, Martinez, sleep with the ball, please. Ah, disappointing, man. He should have slept with the ball there. Come on, Emmy.
जहाँ पे इसको शेठहाउसरी दिखाना होता है वही नहीं दिखाता है.
Oh, fuck, they scored. They scored. Firmino.
I can't even hate for man. Like it's just
These bastards, man. Fuck. 90th minute.
it was written there for Bobby, to score in his last
Dude,
season.
if this goal. Oh, is he offside? Is he offside?
No, no, no. Bobby is rarely offside.
No, man. No one's offside. Good God, yeah.
I know, but
Yeah.
I know I hate Liverpool, but Bobby is one of those few likable
Start again.
players.
No, dude. Any Liverpool player for me is not likable. You can fight me on that, but no Liverpool player is likable for me. Be it
Mane is pretty
no,
likable. Mane was pretty
no,
likable.
no, not for me, dude.
Yeah.
Oh God. 10. Oh, for
ये
fuck's sake, dude. They have 10 minutes of added time.
हाँ
Liverpool will win. They will win.
10 minutes of added time right after the goal is scored. Make it make
Just you wait.
sense.
Just you wait.
बहुत
Liverpool will win.
Of course, they want to win it from here. And
Yeah,
भाई
definitely.
बहुत
it had to be a fucking Brazilian out of all. Fuck off, man.
नहीं भाई मैं बोला हूँ ना कि यूनाइटेड हेट्रेड इज एग्जिस्ट एंड इट्स
These
रियल.
these these guys are these guys have literally had their most shittiest season, and
This
yet
is the
these
reason.
oh man.
This is the reason why they don't want Qatar to be in Manchester United. This is the reason actually, because they know, because if Qatar comes, then the whole scenario changes. They know
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what Qatar is, what Qatar is. Actually,
I
वो
just
Saudi
I
वो
just hope I just hope Villa come from here and take a goal, man. Very difficult, but I just hope it's the case.
बेली खेल रहा है क्या? बेली
Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure.
बेली खेल रहा है तो
Le-
समथिंग.
hey, 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 hey.
10 मिनट
Dude.
कौन
Oh
देता है भाई?
man, fucking hell.
Yeah, Liverpool, I think they're winning. Holy shit, what a shot.
Nah, it was pretty savable though.
Yeah, but what a shot.
Who was that? Hakpo, no? It was Hakpo,
Gakpo,
no?
yeah.
A 1-1 draw is also fine for us, right? If we draw against Chelsea.
Yeah, but there's still a chance because of the goal difference thingy.
No, but
If we lose
it's
both
a
of our next matches and
if
Liverpool
we
win,
lose, yes. If we lose,
yeah,
yes. But if we draw against Chelsea, then it's over, no?
yeah, we're done.
What is the
We
table
need
right
3 points out of 6 in 2 games.
They are 16 and actually with
now?
36
We,
players.
we are 69 and 36.
हाँ, that
They
वही तो
they
मैं
are
नहीं बोला.
60 they are 66 of
Nice.
37.
They are 66. They are 66. They
As
have
things
zero chances.
as things stand. As things stand.
Come on,
I
guys, you
don't
have to
care.
follow the tradition of men. You have to follow the tradition of men. You said
डेलविन
69, you have to say
डेलविन
the
भाई,
nice.
हाँ बोलो ना.
पीएसजी का कुछ क्या सीन है क्या? मतलब कतार इज थिंकिंग ऑफ एनीथिंग?
अरे टिन
they,
पॉट क्लब की
Um,
बातें काय को कर रहे भैया?
they are they are going to start afresh. I think all those
ये
three are going. No, yeah,
टिन
I think
पॉट
even
क्लब
Mbappe, I think even Mbappe might leave.
Mbappe,
Mbappe, there are very high and very reliable as a rumor that if Qatar comes, then
We go
he
for
might come.
we go for him. But then again, it goes to the problem. Who's going to play striker? Mbappe doesn't play striker.
He doesn't
bhai,
want to play
four
striker.
four
He
two,
can play striker.
4-4-2,
Four
Him
four.
and who? Rashford.
अभिजीत भाई वो
ball
स्ट्राइकर
facility.
नहीं खेलना चाहता है उसको पसंद नहीं है
वो नहीं खेलता स्ट्राइकर.
उसको स्ट्राइकर पसंद नहीं है he wants to play from the left और that is Rashford's bread and butter and then we have Garnacho also Garnacho का development spoil हो जाएगा there are more cons
वही
than
तो
pros in the Mbappe
Oh,
deal man
but fucking imagine Manchester derby, Haaland versus Mbappe.
wouldn't
that
I
is
it
know
be
it's
that
wouldn't
very
it
is
unrealistic.
be
very
I'm
very very
actually
unreal it's borderline
It's
it's
gunning for
borderline
Osimhen and Kane.
but e- even if Ramos came sir Ramos no Ramos है.
Gonzalo Ramos हाँ
Yes, वो भी अच्छा ऑप्शन
But
है.
Gonzalo Ramos need
जस्ट
lot of development.
भाई उससे अच्छा टेक्निकल स्ट्राइकर कोई नहीं है अभी तो.
No, but it still needs a lot of development. Like we would need to sign Kane and Gonzalo Ramos.
technical striker is Alvarez Julian
इवन
Oh,
इवन
beautiful
Ramos
striker.
Ramos भी है.
he is better नहीं
Ramos भी है भाई.
नहीं Alvarez is better than Ramos I'm going
हाँ
to
Yeah,
say
बट
it
yeah,
अभी वो.
hands down.
I'm sure
हाँ
same age Abhijit by same age you can't even tell
सेम
Alvarez
एज
is
हाँ वही
younger
तो.
or yeah
No, Gonzalo is 21,
and Alvarez also is the same
23.
Alvarez 23 oh so
नहीं
I thought he was
नहीं है
strange I
शायद
thought
कम है. सेम एज है शायद.
देख लो एक
I'm
बार.
not sure एक बार check कर लो ना I'm not sure because I
भाई
think
मुझे
both are the same age
आई वांट फ्रैंकी डियोंग टू बी इन मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड. कुछ भी
बस
हो
बस
जाए.
बस बस
no
अभिजीत
no
भाई बस
not
बस.
similar
हो गया
similar
पिछले
profile
सीजन बहुत दुख ले लिए.
similar profile but any other player will do not Frankie anymore
But
ही
there
विल
is
कम.
not a better ball carrier than Frankie De Jong in Europe right now.
बेस्ट मिडफील्डर.
Not best midfielder, best ball carrier.
वन ऑफ द बेस्ट.
One of the best definitely. Best midfielder hands down Kevin De Bruyne.
and Luca second
Yeah.
same I would put them in the same tier but then because of the fact that Luca got bullied that is why
Luka is
because
27, but I'm just saying, Kevin De Bruyne is magic.
holy shit Everton scored dude Yerimina Yerimina dude this point is going to be so huge for them so huge for them
You know, Lampard जहाँ से भी जाता है डिस्ट्रक्शन छोड़ के ही जाता है.
वो तूफान है भाई तूफान.
and they praised him for saving a team out of relegation which he put him in the which he put in the first place
Lampard is managerial capability is inversely proportional to his player capability.
playing career
Yeah. No, even
the,
capabilities.
the actual brilliant managers who are players are doing a great job and they don't need
Xabi
any sort of
Alonso,
Carrick company
Carrick, Company, Xabi Alonso, Xavi.
yeah Javi you could say I'm not convinced still
I know,
राहुल
I know.
राहुल
Like, obviously, my
राहुल
hatred for Barcelona players is there, but
no
राहुल.
he's been very bad at big players
Rahul,
big games
no,
Rahul isn't managing a
Rahul,
big team. No, he's still
Rahul is
managing.
not.
He's still managing the. Hey, please. Oh,
Who is good?
Villa had a chance. They bottled it. Oh God, no. Thank fuck. Dude, how do these guys make defense into attack in fucking seconds, dude?
Liverpool.
Seriously, yeah. Just
If,
now they
if,
had
if,
just
if,
now just 10 seconds ago Aston Villa had a shot blocked on their end and all of a sudden these dudes are fucking their side and I've
Ah,
already taken two, and I've had two block shots, not even one.
it's the club way.
The bastard is sitting on the touchline and they're playing like this. Imagine. No, dude. Any out of all the people couldn't control the ball with his hands. Imagine. This is what Anfield does to teams, and this is what Anfield does to cocky bastards also. Finally,
एनफील्ड में कभी जाने का ही नहीं बिना उसके
बिना किसके जूजू
मोह मोह
जूजू
बिना मोह के
ये आगे मारना भाई क्या है?
come on guys just fucking get the draw come on Villa you
just
bastards
just 1 minute 15 seconds, just 75 seconds to go, man. Don't fuck it up from here, please don't.
बर्मिंघम का नाम रोशन करो सालो
Hey, where do you think Emi Martinez will end up?
Not in United, that's for sure.
not in United
I don't know whether he'll get a Premier League club also or no. He might be tempted to go get a move away from England if he wants to move. Preferably the La Liga.
Bayern
Fuck no. They have Nubel and Sommer, no Shitij. They have Nubel, Sommer, and then they have that bastard also. You know what I'm talking about.
yeah who then La Liga all the big clubs are sorted
Keeper है
Exactly. All big clubs have the goalkeeper. Apparently, Chelsea want to sell. They are happy to sell both.
Kepa and Mendy
Yeah,
but
he
Kepa
wants
has
to
been
play
good
Champions League.
constantly he has been good
they have to sell because of balancing the accounts. Because the new
yeah
rules
but they
that
have lot of player to clear also no like GS will go to PSG lot of players will leave. At least 10, 12 players will leave. Pochettino has told that he'll
okay.
sell at least 15 players.
Thank God, Allison is not there for this free kick, last kick of the game, basically.
तेरा जो PTSD निकल के आ रहा है ना अभी
Bro, this is not PTSD also. This is fucking war flashbacks. War flashbacks, not even
shell shock.
PTSD. Ah,
Shell shock.
it's like
favors for United
it is
hate rate.
it is like that meme no, where there is the dog and behind there is airplanes, bombs,
Yeah.
everything. It's that. Blow the whistle for fuck's sake! It's already 100 plus minutes, man.
हो गया चलो खत्म
Thank God. It's a draw.
खत्म
We are 3 points.
Tata, bye-bye.
We are 3 points ahead of Liverpool with one game in hand.
Oh,
All in all, it is all in all. I cannot say the same for Aston Villa, but it has been a good evening for us.
Good
let's
evening.
let's just
भाई
put it that
They will
way.
also get
अगर
confidence.
penalty होता तो definitely 2-1.
Yeah. I hope everyone in Aston Villa have a good night, except Ollie Watkins.
Fuck's sake, dude. Klopp just did a race quit.
I hope Ollie Watkins. I hope Ollie Watkins steps on a fucking Lego because of
Should
that
have
shit
scored.
penalty. Had to. You have been one of Europe's deadliest strikers since the World Cup. How have you managed to miss that? Thank
Should have
fuck he
scored.
wasn't.
Should have scored.
Thank fuck he wasn't in my FPL team.
Okay,
Anyways,
guys, I'll eat the dinner.
it's been a great stream. Everything what had to go right for us went right for us. Was happy. We are very close to securing Champions League football now. Would have been much more sweeter had Liverpool lost, but then you don't get everything that you ask for in life. But Shitij bhai, Abhijit bhai, thank you so much for joining in. It was a great stream. Enjoyed it was a lot of fun. Hopefully, we managed to do this at the end of the season also, where we get to see multiple number of games at the same time. Also, the small matter of the IPL final happening that day as well. So 28th is going to be a huge day. A lot of sports, a lot of things happening at the same time. The entire final day of the season together. 28th
26
28th
को है
ना
ना मैच
28th है फाइनल और प्रीमियर लीग का
हाँ,
लास्ट डे भी 28th है
हाँ
संडे है ना अभिजीत भाई 28 26 फ्राइडे है हाँ
फ्राइडे
So,
को मैच है हमारा
Patch of Friday.
कौन सा चेल्सी के साथ
Chelsea?
हमारा थर्सडे है शायद से, थर्सडे
Thursday.
वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे
Thursday.
थर्सडे
Friday है।
कुछ भी हो, कुछ भी हो, हम चाम उड़ाने गए, हमको वो मैच सिर्फ ड्रॉ करना है
हाँ
बस.
मतलब थर्सडे को ओके,
अरे
फ्राइडे को ऐसा है।
if we win the next, like if we win the against Chelsea, we are done. We are sorted.
Even if we draw, it's
नहीं
our
नहीं, दो
game in
पॉइंट
hand,
है।
no Kshitij. It's our game in hand.
Yeah,
No, we
but
are 3 points.
yeah,
We
but
are
we
3 points ahead.
need 3 points.
71 को चाहिए।
How? We are three
We
points
need three
ahead.
points out of 6.
Kshitij. We are 3 points ahead of Liverpool with a game in hand.
Yeah.
हम्म।
We draw
No,
that game in
draw,
hand, it becomes 4 points with one game. No,
draw,
we
draw.
need a draw only. We need 1 point, not three.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were sorted.
Yeah. So more or less it's done. I think we have to only draw one of our last two games.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Okay,
all,
guys.
guys. Thank you so much for all of you all joining in the chat. Make sure to like us, subscribe, share, and also press the bell icon so they're notified for every video that comes out for our channel. Do join us on our social media on Instagram and on Twitter. Link is in the description below. Also, please join us in our WhatsApp group where every day is match day. We'd love to have you on board. With that being said, hope every one of you all have a good night. Abhijit Bhai, Kshitij Bhai, once again, thank you so much. We see you on the other side. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. GGMU to all.